All right, what's good? You're listening to Daniel and Gian talk shit. I am Gian.
And I am the notorious PUG.
So we're going to have to get a picture of this shirt, but Carlos over here. I don't know what happened to Carlos. I guess one day he saw this shirt and he thought it was like ironic. So he bought it. He's like, "Oh, notorious," or maybe he's a fan of pugs. I don't know, but he's like, "Oh, it's a mashup shirt. It's funny. People are gonna laugh."
I bet you his girlfriend.
Not realizing it's fucking just one of the stupidest shirts. It's like I'm trying to be smart, but I end up looking like a fucking lame ass.
I bet you his girlfriend bought it for him.
If your girlfriend bought it for you, I forgive you.
Nah, I got it from.
Dang, you should have just said yes.
You got it from your dad?
I gave you a way out.
It was free.
All right, I'm gonna give you a pass because your dad got it for you because he sold a lot of oranges on the side of the freeway to get you that shirt.
Sold a lot of shirts.
And he's like, and he was probably like, "Carlos, ven acá. I got this shirt for you. Do you like it?" He said, "Dog with a crown on it." He doesn't even know who Notorious B.I.G. is. He's like, "He's funny, right? He's like the king. The dog's, he's the king.
It's a stupid dog, but it's a king.
He's a stupid fat dog, but he's funny because he got the crown. Look at that."
Pero like, remember that?
Pero like, yeah.
Pero like, me and Carlos worked on this,
Dude, this shirt's tight.
short
Fuck
film,
you guys.
and we worked on the short. What was his name? I don't. You know,
We
don't
do
have to
need
say
to
his
get a
name.
picture of
Alfredo.
that. To put it
Will.
up there.
Dude.
We'll get a picture, and he would fucking talk English like us, normal, but he would just say "pero like"
Yeah,
instead
they
of "but."
mix it in their Spanglish.
Just no, he wouldn't say anything else in
Pero
Spanish.
like.
Pero like, we're doing this. Pero like, we
like
need
a
to.
freestyle rapper, their filler word.
Right.
That's every time, and it was me and
It's like,
Carlos.
"What's up, socio?"
But anyway, so yeah, I don't know. Today's been an eventful day.
So before we even started the podcast, Daniel broke Carlos's phone and then didn't apologize for it.
Dude, he said sorry to me after he hung
He
up.
said
Allegedly.
he said sorry through a text.
Nah, he told me.
Not even. He fucking Daniel didn't want it to be a tough guy or something. Like he was gonna get judged
See,
for breaking a motherfucker's phone.
Now you're
I
bringing.
don't
Now you're
even
gonna
care.
make me go back to like defending myself.
What are you defending yourself from? You broke
I didn't
his
say you
fucking
intentionally
phone, man.
broke it. I wasn't saying you threw my phone. on
No
the ground with
fucking
your hand.
remorse either. He was like, whatever. He was like, well, shit, it happens, man. Shit happens.
I know, and if it was me,
Yeah,
well,
that's why I
I'd
was
still
mad.
be on it.
I was fucking mad.
I would still be on it if it were me.
It was funny because fucking Carlos got all up in his feelings about it and shit. He was like, you didn't even acknowledge it. It was like a total fucking girlfriend fight. You didn't even acknowledge what you did to me, Daniel. You're just acting like nothing happened. And Daniel's like, what happened? Nothing happened, all right? The phone fell, all right? The phone fucking fell.
What do you want me
All
to
right?
do about
I
it?
didn't break it. The phone fell off the table. And Carl's like, what? You knocked it. But you knocked it off the table.
If you weren't so
I don't
angry-
know if I knocked it off the yeah, because Daniel had a little fucking hissy
so
fit.
what
and
I-
his
You gotta say
headphones
that.
are broken.
You gotta say that first. Like, you can't just
Daniel's headphones,
that.
I think he's had them since USC, and they finally fell apart like 3 weeks ago. And he was like, you know what? Fuck these headphones. The only way I'm going to buy new ones is if I break them. And he goes nuts. And, since Daniel doesn't have much strength in his hands, he had to use like all of his body to take it apart. And he knocks Carlos' phone off the table. But he didn't see him.
Neither of us did.
He didn't
Neither
see
of us
I didn't
saw
see it
it.
either. No. But I feel like, I don't feel. I feel
Things
like
happen.
Carlos ain't that fucking like on it to like fucking crack his phone and then try to blame it on somebody else. I wish Andrew was here because Andrew would do some shit like that.
Good timing.
You fucking broke
That's
it.
an Andrew.
It's been broken. Don't blame that shit on me.
Says who?
Yeah, says who? But no,
It's like
yeah.
going to Target when you break something and you got the receipt, so you bring back the fucking old one. Like,
Yep.
Daniel's probably done.
I got
that.
this home and the shit's snapped in half. Like, what's going on?
I did that with Best Buy recently. My
Some Beats.
my Rode mics, I didn't like that style because I knew that the new Rode Lobs came out with new versions.
Yeah.
And I had the OG version. So I took it to Best Buy. I mean, I bought 2 new ones on Best Buy, had them mailed to me, put in the old mics, and then mailed them back to Best Buy.
Oh my god.
So I took the new fresh like version
Wow.
A.
That's
like,
a different kind of shady move, but okay, I've done that before.
Is
I'm
it
not gonna
shady?
lie.
Is it shady or should they just not make shitty fucking mics?
I mean,
I mean, they made okay. Hold on. They rushed.
I mean, if Best Buy wasn't a fucking man, it wasn't like a
oh yeah, if this were like Joe Schmo's,
yeah.
like
If
down
Best
the
Buy
street,
wasn't a corporation, I
course, it
I
doesn't
might
matter.
hold it against you. But you know,
but
you should be mad at.
they
fucking,
rushed them. They rushed them to production, the very first version,
Right.
Because it was a hot item, so they just mass produced them, and they realized that they kind of mismanufactured them, and so
there were some
they
lemon
re-released
lavs?
basically. So they re-released it, but I didn't know this until after I had.
By the way, for
problems.
those that don't know, lavs are the little mini mics that they place on your body.
Yep.
A lot of times they're hidden.
And I fucking hate them.
Yeah,
Because-
they're not the best.
Because everyone who doesn't know about sound in the film industry wants lavs. They're like, oh, we need lavs. Because I do sound, for those who don't know. And like, oh, we need lavs.
You
but
know
they
what
don't-
it is? It's the fucking camera guys. It's the DPs that want lavs.
Yeah. Can we lav them up? Yeah.
Because
yeah.
that way they can like.
Well, for me,
they can shoot
do
super
backflips
wide
and
ass
shit.
shots.
Yep.
And by the way, we're just gonna do a whole like we're gonna explain what all these things mean. A wide shot is is when the camera's far back and you can see everything in the frame. That's a wide shot. So a lot of directors of photography, when they want to use that, they'll like, oh, let's do a lav because there's no way for you to place a microphone in there.
Yep.
So
That's what happens.
So they want that, and they can do. I mean, you could do a lot of stuff without lavs on.
And
but-
lavs are cool if you're doing like Real Time with Bill Maher, where you can't like possibly have someone hold a microphone over Bill Maher's head for an hour and a half.
Absolutely not.
So
Did
you
they
just-
wear lavs on the show? Or I thought
Yeah,
they had a mic guy on top.
I'm sure they have
Yeah,
mics, but they have lavs.
Right.
But on those shows, they're on like
Those studio
they're
sound guys
above
are
skin.
fucking nuts. They got like this little. It's like a fucking fishing reel thing, and they're like fucking all over the place.
It's intense. But when I was doing that After Dark show,
yeah.
I would watch the sound guy do because it was basically like a Conan O'Brien show every
Right.
week, and same. It was fucking crazy for him too because he had to lav everybody. Not only you have to lav everybody, you have to keep track of everybody. You have to make sure that like certain lavs won't interfere with one another because it's
Right.
radio frequencies. Like, and then you have to deal with the band.
That's
and,
one. That's more than one person job though.
Oh, I know. In this
Yeah.
in this one, it was just a one person job. But I'm just
That
saying,
sucks.
like, I mean, that was a fun time. I wish I wish they didn't get a new crew and replace me. I like that job. Hopefully, it comes back at some point. It was fun. It was fun while it was a 6-month thing. But anyway, so I don't know why we talked about lavs, but yeah, I broke my headphones, and then allegedly I broke Carlos's phone,
And not even.
and then I defended the fact that I didn't break it myself.
Not
Because
only did he not like
He's getting all
acknowledge
technical
what
and
he did, he got fucking aggressive about it. Like not even defensive. He went.
because I was already mad.
He went offensive on it, and he was basically like, "Oh yeah, I broke your phone. Fuck your phone." I thought they were gonna fight.
I didn't say that. I said
If I
your
didn't
phone-
know that Daniel and
I said you need
Carlos
a
are
better
both
phone.
fucking pussies, I would have thought, "Oh shit, it's gonna go down," and I would have had to like hop in and get in the way, but. Because I know both of them are fucking vaginas, like we didn't have to worry about violence breaking out. Like me
also-
and one of my friends, like somebody would have got slapped, and we would have broken this
that
fucking
wasn't
room.
enough, by
Did
the way,
you-
Carlos.
Did you not? Daniel started throwing his phone on the ground as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
I was gonna say.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
saying,
Oh,
I
yeah.
defended my phone. I said his
No,
phone was
Daniel-
weak.
But
He needed a better
he was
phone.
He was like tossing it like this, like.
No, I threw it I threw my phone on the floor 2 times.
I'm just making fun of
Just
the
to
fact
prove-
that you threw it.
just
on the
to
floor.
prove
that
that-
my phone's better than his,
Just
and
like
not
I
weak.
don't even know what Daniel's trying to prove, but
That my phone's not a
throwing
weak
his fucking
ass.
$600 piece of machinery on the fucking concrete floor to prove
That's how much he-
that
You know,
something was wrong
dang,
with Carlos.
dude, I didn't
That's
even think
just
about
stupid.
that. I just spent $850 on that
Fucking
phone
idiot.
too. Imagine if it would have broke.
You spent $850 on it. You didn't sign the contract.
There's no contracts anymore.
It's by month. You can pay it off.
AT&T's
Oh,
they finally
you paid all of the money up front.
No. I spent I put $350 on credit on my PayPal credit,
Okay.
but I already paid that off.
I mean, it's like $20 a month.
Well, now it is. If you
I
don't
don't
put that much down, it's not. It's like 35, 40 bucks a
Depends on the
month.
phone.
Fucking making me want to go Droid now. Those things are like $70.
A month?
Metro PC.
Or
No,
total?
like total.
Oh. Yeah, I know some people out there who are on some shitty phones.
Fucking Daniel throwing his phone just to prove a fucking point that to no one because nobody had his
Other than
back.
to me.
I mean, of the three of us, two of us did not have his back. He didn't.
It's true.
I was not mad at first. but
Why
I
were
was
you so?
mad
Why
that-
were you so fucked off?
Me?
No, Daniel.
I didn't
Why were
care
you
that it broke.
why
I was
were
like,
you
oh,
in
it
such a
broke.
bad mood?
I was getting irritated that the fucking headphones weren't working. And no, for reals. Like I'm in a bad mood in general
He
today
was in a
for
bad mood
stuff
today.
for off-air stuff that I can't talk about on the podcast. But
I mean, you can if you want to.
I'm not now. We should, I was thinking about this. We should do like
We should do secret shit talking
should-
podcasts.
No, we should do it. We should
'Cause if we
do.
don't talk enough shit already.
We should do a Tisha episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, we could do that right now.
we could. We
Tisha.
should. Fuck it. We don't have
Tisha?
anything else
no,
to talk
Cam,
about.
we don't. Go ahead. Let's
But
go
hold on,
for
hold
it.
on, hold on, hold on. Let's
finish this.
let me finish what I was saying first. So I was in a bad mood already, and then setting up like everything, we were all set up ready to go for the podcast, and then my headphones weren't registering. But I knew it's not because of anything Carlos did wrong or anything like that. It's because my connectors fucked up, and you have to like pull it
Yeah.
out a little bit. And I got triggered. I'm like, fuck it, I'm not dealing with this stupid shit again because I don't want to tell Carlos to pull it out a little bit more. And then we always do this back and forth where he doesn't pull out enough, and he keeps pulling it in and out. And
That's only in the bedroom, folks. That's only in the bedroom.
and so finally,
He
He
I
didn't
have
even
to-
realize
so
what he was saying.
I
either.
totally did. That's why I kept
No,
going.
I was like, I knew you were going there.
And
I was
then
gonna turn it gay.
and then I had to then you have to get up. I have to get up and do it myself. And it's just, I wasn't doing it again. I'm done. I was done with that.
Okay.
So I decided I'm gonna break. In my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna take my headphones off and break them in front of you guys, in a show of like, you're gonna be like, what the fuck, right? But it didn't go right because, as you pointed out earlier, I don't have the most strength in my arms.
He was trying to
so-
break them, but not hurt his hands while he was breaking them.
So that it didn't
So
really
he was
break, and then I kind of had to like,
He also has a low pain threshold.
and then apparently at some point, allegedly, the phone fell, and then it went from me just innocently breaking my headphones to Carlos having his phone broken.
Daniel did a drive-by on his headphones, and fucking Carlos's phone was an innocent bystander.
It was
And got hit in the leg.
I shouldn't have broke those headphones.
wasn't mad
because
that
they're
you
like
broke the
they
phone.
are my USC headphones.
Not only that, but you could just resolder the connector on the inside, or have somebody do it.
you could- Could've cut the-
Remember when I broke your headphones?
Nah, but it was just the plug on the end.
Well, no, you got to
cut it
find
out.
someone that
I
actually
broke-
knows what they're doing.
I broke
to fix
Carlos'
them.
headphones, and then my uncle tried to solder them.
Well, you went to your uncle. That's why.
No, it worked.
Deal.
But by the time my uncle figured out how to properly solder it, like the length of the cable was like this long because he kept cutting the cable.
Dude, did I ever tell you that those were fake?
So it was like a 12-foot cable, and then by the time he figured it out, it was like this long.
The curly part was gone.
You'd have to boom like this.
You're fucking listening to your phone. You're just
Like that.
What? People were like, "Why is your phone so close?" Oh,
Did I ever tell you those were fake?
Yeah, you told me
from
they're from China ones. He tried to guilt trip me about them,
Dude,
like
karma.
because
came
those
back.
specific headphones, like the Amazon ones, they're like
Yeah.
$250, $300.
Same parts. It's the same shit.
And he got the one. He
same
got
parts.
he got the
It's the
eBay
same
special for like $30.
It was like the Epiphone and Gibson are the same thing.
It wouldn't even be
arguably.
considered Epiphone.
Yeah.
It would be like Walmart,
It was like
whatever brand Walmart
It was a risky
is.
website, but they came.
All Stars guitar, whatever, in the shape of a Strat.
Right.
Starcast.
Okay, something else happened too. So Daniel revealed to me that he likes to bundle himself up in blankets and then turn the AC
I was
on.
thinking like, oh, what did I say to him? Oh shit. I thought it might be something else, more embarrassing or something.
I mean, that's kind of embarrassing in itself. That's almost
Well,
as
you didn't finish
embarrassing
it.
as
You didn't-
Carlos's
you didn't finish.
T-shirt.
I like to bundle myself. Finish. You didn't finish.
And turn the AC on.
Oh, you finished?
Yeah, I
didn't hear.
did.
I didn't. I don't have my
I'm gonna
headphones.
turn
So
the AC on at his house.
you'll never have me have the AC on in my house.
Right, because your mom will come at you for the fucking electricity bill. Because it's
And
like,
I'm not paying for that.
yeah, and she's like, fucking Daniel doesn't even go to work. He's not turning on the AC. He's not fucking turning on the AC in my house.
Go outside, you.
Open a window. No, I have a ceiling fan in my room. It's always on.
Okay.
I don't know. I like to be able to. I like the feeling of being underneath a comforter, right? Like being covered.
So
But-
you like things to be cold just so that you can.
Yes.
All right. I mean,
Yes.
That makes sense.
Because I
No,
like
it doesn't make
I
sense.
like a blanket.
Like, it's
though.
okay
Like,
at nighttime when you're trying to go to sleep. But if
Yeah.
you're just chilling, like
Well,
right now, you said you wanted the AC
thought-
on.
yeah.
Listen, homie.
And I said, take off your hoodie and take off your fucking beanie, and then we won't need to worry about the AC. And he's like, no.
I thought you just meant sleeping.
That's what it came from, was like, well, the AC's not on? How do we turn the AC on in here?
Are you done? Are you
I'm
finished?
telling, that's where it came from. It's not on.
finished?
And I'm like, you're wearing a fucking hoodie and a beanie.
Are you done?
If you're
Yeah.
fucking warm, no shit.
Yeah, you did. That's
You're dressed like you're like it's fucking Chicago right now. In
I think
February.
it's my turn to. You need to pass me the. What's it called?
Like
a-
you're just
what's
gonna
the-
say something stupid, but go ahead.
What's the
Go for it.
shit called?
It's like a talking-
anonymous. I mean, not anonymous.
talking
The fucking. Wow, I'm blanking. What's the fucking show called? When you're like addicted to drugs.
Rehab, Dr. Drew, or something like that.
And
I
you
don't watch that shit.
Fuck, I'm having a total brain fart.
Yeah, it's that one.
Intervention.
Oh.
When you're having an intervention and then like you have like the talking plush, like if you don't have the bear, you can't talk.
Yeah.
You
That
know?
wouldn't work for me. I wouldn't work on that show.
So it's time for me to give me the talking bear.
I'd get kicked
No
out.
one cares anymore. Stop.
What I was saying is, you're like, yeah, it's okay if you're going to bed. Yeah, for normal people like you who go to work all the time and stuff. For me, there's no like, I'm relaxing all the time.
Why would you put this out there into the ether, man?
Whatever.
It doesn't matter. You sent me an article saying, and this is not the first time I've read this shit, but that the friend zone is sexist. How do you feel about for the friend zone being sexist?
Well, is it a sexist thing?
I think
Is the friend zone real?
Guys, don't put a girl.
absolutely.
Is that sexist that you think it's real?
No, because it
That's what the
happens
article is
both
about.
fucking sides.
That's what's the article.
I know, and it's just like, why are we still talking about this shit? It's. I know people. I know people that get mad when you talk about like the friend zone thing.
I think here's my opinion on the friend zone. It's a real thing, and I'm going to tell you why it's not a sexist thing or whatever, because you have to look at it like this. There has to be some sort of designation for people who, like, let's say you were a girl, Gian, and I was pursuing you, right? If after a while you let me know that, like, this isn't going to happen, right? Like, it's not a thing. Well, there needs to be a place to put those people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the friend zone. Otherwise, what's to keep X person from continuing to pursue the? You know what I mean?
I don't see it that way.
Then what do you? Then what?
I see. Here's the issue that always happens when you put someone in the friend zone. At least my interpretation
Can I have
of
some
it.
more of your vape, Carlos?
Oh wow!
I don't.
Here it
I don't
goes.
feel it at all.
Give yourself some time. It doesn't hit you in 30 seconds.
It's been enough time. So go ahead. How do you see it?
Okay.
Let's hit it 5 times.
It's already on.
So when I hear the friend zone, for me, the situation is somebody romantically pursues the other person. They let them know that they're not interested in them that way, yet they still keep them around in some like respect.
You mean like to fuck with them?
No, not to fuck with them. Well, kind of, because usually when you know, like, okay, let's say, let's use something that could possibly happen. Let's say you and Carlos decide that you guys aren't straight anymore, and accept your true sexualities. Because I mean, I felt
I'm not
this
gay, bro.
when you broke his phone. I felt the sexual tension in the air.
What, like
between
he was
you
gonna
two.
suck my dick?
No, like he was like upset that he can't suck your dick anymore because you broke his phone and he didn't even say sorry about it.
I don't even care that you broke my phone.
Yeah, exactly.
You just won't admit that you
He
did
always
it.
does that shit.
But anyways, so let's say Carlos professes his love to you, and you're like, you know what, bro, that's cool, but I'm not into it. Yet you still like, Carlos shows up at your house, he brings you flowers, you take his flowers. Carlos is like, hey, let's go out and eat. He takes you out to eat.
He's a food digger.
You know, like shit like that. Like,
The girl allows it to happen.
not just a girl, the guy too.
Well,
You know, I've been.
for me, it would be a girl.
I
'cause
have
it's the
friend
opposite.
zoned people and allowed them to still like
continue to like bring you like to be positive and
because
like,
we like the attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like that's the biggest mistake. When
would you tell? Would you? So when you're in that situation, does that individual know that they're in the friend zone? Or are you leading them on?
I feel like everybody kind of gets led on a little bit.
Well, I'm just saying, like, where you just
If
say,
they
like,
tell you
if you
straight up.
if you're obviously different, but like, let's just keep. it
no.
to
See,
me
here's
then.
the
Let's keep it to me then.
Okay.
So if I'm doing this with the girl with like what you just said, where
Yeah.
it's like you like the attention or whatever, but you have no intention of whatever, and I let them know, like, and you or me, you would let them know, and then if they kept doing it, you'd let it happen, or you wouldn't say shit and let it happen. Does that make sense?
I mean, me, because I'm a selfish person, I would keep letting it happen
After you told them,
after I told them.
right?
Or I probably wouldn't.
But I'm saying though, your
me
example,
personally,
your specific
I probably
example,
wouldn't tell them.
Some people don't tell them.
Like,
and you're saying that's what's fucked
like
up.
Billy likes Susie. Billy tells Susie he likes her. Susie's like, I'm not interested, but Susie keeps calling fucking Billy. Like, that's where my issue is. Like, if you're uncomfortable with this whole friend zone thing, and you've put someone in the friend zone, you shouldn't be friends with them. You should not be fucking friends with someone that is into you romantically.
Oh, for sure, because it's not possible.
And you thinking you're either totally fucking naive, or you're just a
you're right.
shitty person.
So you're just saying the friend zone should be a way of like excommunicating people from your life.
Right. The friend zone exists because you're allowing this guy or this girl that's into
No,
you.
I hear what you're saying, because it's either, in my opinion, yeah, it's either you are their friend, or like you are pursuing them in that loving, like, or physical or whatever it is,
Right.
relationship or sex or whatever.
Now and the way I've seen it get flipped is, oh, well, I don't owe you sex because you did something nice to me, and it's like that's not for me. That's not what the friend zone is. That's something completely different. That's like,
what you're saying.
You know, if you're a guy and you don't know this girl and you go, like, she's like, hey, I'm moving this week. I'm moving, and you're like, oh, I'll help you move, and then you help her move, and then
you're like, suck my dick,
and then exactly, and then she's like, I'm not gonna suck your dick,
and then people would say like, oh, she put you in the friend zone, and it's like, no, she
that's not
rejected you.
Yeah, like no, like you offered a service and she thought it was out of kindness,
Right.
and you didn't realize that you weren't clear about your intentions, or you were deceiving her with your intentions. That's fucked up on your part. That's not the friend zone. That's not what I think the friend zone is. The friend zone is what I explained already. It's completely different. I don't think it has anything to do with being sexist. I think it has to do with people being fucking shitty and taking advantage of other people.
So then it's like people. I get like, okay, this might be a stretch, but like global warming, like people have complained, well, the planet's heating up all the time. Like, I feel like global warming is a bad name for climate change. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's not exactly accurate.
No,
it's
and
not
you're giving someone an out when
Right.
you say global warming.
Exactly. Because then the fucking you know those people I forgot what senator, look this up, the senator who brought the snowball in the like to prove that global warming
didn't
isn't
hear
real.
about this.
This is a while ago. Look it up. Like, senator brings in snowball.
I'm sure he's part of the cabinet now.
Probably.
Jim Inhofe.
Yeah.
Jim.
Just take a guess what allegiance he is.
I'm guessing he's a libertarian.
Just look him up real quick.
He's a Republican, Oklahoma.
No, he's not.
What?
No way.
I thought a Democrat from But anyway, so
Get the fuck out of here.
It's like that. The global warming thing is like that. Like, it's a bad name, but like what's actually real is kind of true. So, like, you know, friend zone, do you think it's just a bad name then? Or do you think that
I mean, I guess you could say it's a bad term. I don't think so though, because it's not this.
I had a point and I forgot what I was.
Like,
why did I bring up global warming?
I've read like different stories already. Like, okay, fucking.
Hold on, why did I bring up global warming?
You were trying to.
And this is not even me high.
You're
I'm just-
using it as a
stretch.
correlation
for what though?
The
to the
friend zone?
term friend zone.
But it didn't make. I don't
Giving
know.
people an out.
Yeah, you prefaced it saying it. This is probably a shitty example, and it was a shitty. example.
I had a point though. I had a point. I don't know. Sorry, I did have.
You're
a point.
saying that if you if you use a term and the definition of it is too loose and people can interpret it in the
Yeah, that's what I was
way.
trying to say. Okay. Yeah.
And I don't think so.
Well,
That's-
like
it's a
your moving out situation would be a loose using of the word friend zone. It'd be a bad using of the word friend zone.
no helping move.
Yeah.
that'd be a terrible. That's not
Right.
even accurate.
So it's making friend zone look bad.
yeah, exactly.
So that is my point.
But
Okay, that's cool.
But the
Cool. I'm glad I
situation's a
remembered.
little different though.
Yeah,
Like,
obviously
that's
it's a stretch.
That's
It's
not
one's
the same.
global warming.
The other things I've seen is like I went out on a date with so and so, and then I felt like I wasn't attracted to him. So the dude was like, "Oh, you put me in the friend zone." Like that's like somebody's
there a
using the
point-
term wrong.
Is there a point though where a certain amount of dates or a certain amount of like dinners or a certain amount of whatever the fuck that like you can start expecting things? And I don't mean sex. I mean like, okay, like when are we gonna get in a relationship, or like when anything? Like, is there certain, because I feel like at a certain point, Like maybe sure right away like yo I helped you move. No, like I'm not gonna suck your dick.
I mean-
but like if I let's just say just for example, we've been going out every Friday night and for the last 3 months, and then I
you're
helped
like,
you move.
So what are we doing?
What
Yeah.
are we?
What is it?
Well, I'm just saying like. There's expectations, but maybe is it like physical expectations that is what crosses the line? Like,
I mean, and this
if I expect you to respond to it, like let's say we've been going out,
and this is
I
where-
expect you to respond to my text,
and this is
right?
where it's coming down to like interpretation and like people not being clear about their intentions on both sides. I feel like, and this is tough, if you're hanging out with the same person like every weekend, and it depends on what kind of stuff you're doing, I guess.
I don't know, like going out, like going to a bar Friday, or
If
going
you're
on a
just
hike
going
on the
out-
weekend, or
if
like
you're just going out,
going over to each other's house to watch a movie or something.
I don't know. I'm gonna totally just be a man about this shit and just talk to women, like to the girls out there. If you
Mansplain it.
If you wanna, I'm gonna mansplain this shit. If you wanna
Get
avoid these awkward situations, if you're
mine?
going out every Friday with fucking Billy, and he's buying all your fucking drinks, Billy is not your fucking friend. Billy is trying to get in your fucking pants. All right. Now, if you
But
think
what if that girl's like you said earlier, where it's like I understand that, but I'm just gonna let it happen anyway.
well, then
Damn.
she's a bad fucking person. I'm a fucking bad person. I accept that. I'm shitty. I will take advantage. The difference with me though is I would throw some courtesy dick out there. All right. You know, it's like, you know, if it's very rare, you know, there's a few obviously that I kept like at arm's length because I was like, this is not gonna go well, so I would keep it at arm's length. But you know, there was a few that I threw the courtesy dick out there, you know, and I shouldn't have, but I did. All right.
So you're saying that the girl should just put out then is what your point
No,
is.
I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying this is what I'm saying. If you want to avoid this guy, if you're not interested in dude,
Just tell him.
but you're hanging out with him every fucking
and he's
weekend,
buying you shit every
don't
weekend.
fucking let him pay for shit. And it's not me being like saying
No, that's true.
Like it's okay. Like if he buys a round, you buy a round.
No, that's true.
You know, shit like that. But if you let him spend his money on you, he's gonna think that there's something going on here. Because I mean, that's
No,
just-
I
I
agree.
mean, it's old school. Say whatever you want. It's from a fucking different time, but that's how we've been raised.
No,
Because
I
our
agree.
fucking dads are old, and that's how shit used to work with them. When they would take women out, they would pay for everything, and they don't take their fucking friends out and pay for shit. You know, I don't know.
Here's why.
And it's movies. It's in every fucking movie we're in, and whatever.
No,
Like,
I know exactly, and it's the expectations of certain people, and not just women, but guys too. Like guys expect to pay for things. Like you know what I mean? Like guys expect whatever. Like dinner to be made. I'm just making this up. Like the
Right.
traditional values go both ways. It's not just well women expect to be. No. It's both ways. But anyway, I'm not saying you said that, but I agree with you because I've been out with people, and then when they like, it makes me uncomfortable if they buy whatever
right.
because of what you just said, to the point where it's like, let's just say I meet some person, I go out with them, and they're like, and I go to pay for everything. Like, that's my whole thing. And then you get one of like, no, I got it. I got whatever. It makes me feel like uncomfortable. Not in a bad way where I'm like, fuck this bitch, but it's like, oh, whoa.
you feel
Is
less.
something okay? Like, does she think we're friends? Like, it literally, I'm thinking this. Obviously, I'll find out sooner or later what the answer to that question is, but like that triggers a little like spark. But then you realize that like not everyone's like, that's why I said you find out at the end of the day.
I mean,
but if you keep doing
it's fucking complicated. But yeah, like if you're going out all the time,
and you keep telling the guy like, no, I don't want you to buy me drinks, so I don't want you to buy like
then
let's
that guy's
hang out.
Fucking, that guy's dumb.
But I'm just saying
You
though,
gotta
like
cut him off after a
that's
while.
putting the
Yeah,
signal
absolutely.
out there as opposed to like,
Absolutely, that's not your
sure,
fault.
he's my best friend.
Yeah, no,
Friend date.
Friend, like I don't buy my friends shit.
no, you don't.
I don't.
He's cheap. That's what I mean. That has something to do with it.
But when we went to Weekender that one time, and then you bought beers, and then I bought beers, and then your friend bought beers,
Well,
it was a rotation thing.
Right,
It's
well,
like what
that's how
you're
it's supposed
saying.
to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
that's what you do with your friends. Everybody buys a fucking pays a
exactly.
rotation.
And if they're your supposed friends,
Then you should be paying a
be
rotation.
doing that
Yeah.
too. That's my whole point. So I don't know how we got to that from friend zoning.
No, but I'm saying like that.
Oh, 'cause
I'm
it's
just saying all the
sexist.
different situations. Or like if you have a guy, like don't fucking cuddle with a guy you're not interested in, because there's girls that do that shit. There's, come over, watch because they.
That's not a thing for me. It's not. That's like one of the one things I just can't subscribe. I hate it.
Well, you just don't have it cuddling. So
I just don't.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it.
I'm just saying. My point is
that like
there's certain fucking behaviors.
is that
you are
am I-
cuddling with your guy friend,
hold on?
Yeah, yeah.
he's gonna think that something's going on.
Am I in the minority?
The
Oh,
cuddling.
you don't like cuddling? No, fuck no. I hate cuddling.
Okay. No, I'm just
I don't think
saying
any
like,
guy likes cuddling. They
it's just let's
in the summer?
fuck.
yeah.
Get like
No,
exactly.
no,
Just
no,
leave
guy-
it. Just
guys.
get your space. Like fuck.
Guys
This is
like
my
to-
zone.
yeah, guys
Unless
like-
we're having sex, like I don't want you
Guys
this
like
close.
to cuddle because they haven't gotten it yet, and they're like, "Oh shit, it's getting close." Like like hoping, "Oh shit!" Like she's gonna feel it. She's gonna feel that. She's gonna feel that pressure on her butt, and then it's gonna go down. And then when she does feel the pressure, she scoots forward a little bit. That's how you know. Like, if you feel a guy's boner on your fucking butt when you're cuddling, and it's supposed to be platonic, and you just scoot forward, like the second you should bone out when you feel the bone. You should be like,
Friends cuddle.
deuces. Dude, I'm just saying this is weird shit that some girls might do. They might not do it. This is a generalization.
I just figured cuddling meant like I want to fuck.
I'm just throwing fucking examples out there. You don't cuddle with your friends, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what he said.
You don't cuddle with your friends. You don't let them pay for everything.
I don't know what girls do. I know guys who are friends don't cuddle.
You go. I'm just saying. Even
but
girls.
I don't know. I don't know if
go
baby
back
girls
and forth,
cuddle. I don't know.
I don't know.
They
You
had
look
summer
like,
parties
maybe when
and
we're
stuff.
done, you and I can cuddle and see how it feels.
There's a couch.
You and I
over
can get
there.
a good cuddle in and see if it
I'm
feels
the-
awkward.
am I the big
if it feels
spoon? I'm big
okay.
spoon.
That
You
should be
can't
the
big
thumbnail.
spoon,
I'm big
bro.
spoon.
You're like fucking half a foot shorter than me.
Thumbnail.
That doesn't work.
I'm big spoon.
That's the thumbnail. You guys should lay there and cuddle.
I have to be big spoon
Um,
because you're one of those people who's like dominant, right, in person, but then they get tied up, and like you don't like the fucking
Someone
BDS.
speaking from personal experience.
Maybe I don't know where I was going with this.
I don't know where you're going with it.
What's the
either.
fuck? I'm trying to think of the not
We're talking
BDS.
about the friend zone being
What's
sexist.
the dominant
S&M?
the dominatrix? Blah, fuck.
Oh, BDSM,
No, but what is it?
the dominatrix.
Dominatrix. I did say it right. I thought it sounds wrong coming out of my mouth though. Yeah, you're probably into that, like getting one.
No.
That's why. That's why I'm
I'm
just
not. I'm not into domination.
tough
or
guys.
pain.
Tough guys are into that stuff.
Nah, not this guy. Not this.
Well,
guy.
I like to say that. I like to say that those
on camera.
tough guys that are into that are not really tough guys because they're into that.
I'm a pussy when it comes to pain. Like,
No, I don't. Yeah, I'm cool with.
that's some freaky shit if you're into like some chick in high heels stepping on your balls.
No thanks. That just
Or
sounds
about
gross.
just smashing it, just fucking digging their heel in,
punching
to your
you.
scrotum,
And you're,
and then
that's always fucking
just
okay.
humiliating you. Like you're into humiliation.
And you know what's fucking weird? They fucking get off on that.
Yeah.
Like they orgasm from that.
Dude, the whole-
I can't think like
Dude.
I think about what it's like when I have an
There's
orgasm,
people
and then to
are-
think like to be punched, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna come to that. What?
People are into some weird, freaky shit, man. There's no explanation to it. There's the whole cuck thing, man. There's
So what do you? What do you?
people like watching their wives and girlfriends get fucked by other dudes.
Well,
man.
whatever. I can see how that's-
Wow, what are you into, Daniel? What's
the truth
going on?
comes out.
No, I just said that. I just said that.
I mean, I can kind of see it, like a, like,
Big black guy.
or just it doesn't have to be a black guy, just a better looking guy than you fucking your girlfriend. I mean, because that wouldn't be too hard to do. You can find that just about anywhere.
Funny. See, I shouldn't have said anything.
yourself
What
up
was?
for that one.
Yeah, I did. I
Now
don't
the
know.
guys that go take it a little too far are the ones that like eat the cum out of their women's vaginas.
See, I've never seen that.
Like that shit, they're into that. Like after,
That's probably him.
yeah.
That's probably Carlos.
Well, Carlos is scared of like.
I bet you
Carlos is scared of fucking elementary booty play. So
I
of course,
bet
I
you-
don't think he's into that at all.
I bet you
Nah,
Carlos
I would admit that.
has jerked off to animal porn though. I just feel like
No.
he's seen a donkey
Where's
show.
this going? Where are we going right now? We need to get out of this
Down the
rabbit
rabbit
hole.
hole.
We're going down. Like we just need.
We're
to
going
stop.
deep. We're going to meet Alice.
Alice is a freak.
I listen to this radio show and they read off like Craigslist, like freak of the week, and like people searching for like crazy shit,
I believe that.
like
shit,
babies.
man.
People into
are
like
fucking
being a
weird,
baby,
dude.
dressing as
Well,
a
there's the
baby.
whole furry thing. The whole like guys. Like,
Okay,
you
hold
dress
on.
up
I know
as
what
a
I was gonna
fucking
say.
Animal.
I know what I was gonna
You dress
say.
up as a
And
fucking-
you have to do it in all times, so you have to
furries.
wear diapers and shit, like, because you can't like
the baby
leave the
thing.
no the furry thing. Like, it's a part of like
Oh,
you have to. It's like 24/7,
T-
so you got to just shit like in a diaper.
I could, that's
But what I know, what if you have a small dick? Like, how do you fuck outside of the costume?
like you can't even get it past. You can't even get it past the little fucking
The little
fur
dick
crotch.
hole. You probably just put a strap
They're
on,
like
at
hurry.
that
They're
point.
like hurry up, put it in. I'm like yeah.
Do they talk?
I don't think you're supposed to talk either. Yeah.
I don't know what they are. I was a horse.
furries talking.
What was I gonna say? Fuck, I forgot.
I don't know
Man.
yet.
Oh, Joe Rogan always talks about how he's been thinking about lately, and I've never thought about it, and now because of that, I have been like, if people taste things differently, like I might love the taste of, I don't know, cheese, and you might hate cheese.
No, I get you. Like,
So it's not just that.
is it just something you're used to, or do you just have completely different taste buds?
Yeah, and so that's why I was saying, like, when you brought up the fucking punching of the balls, and like people actually get off on that, like, does normal sex like literally not feel good to them? Like, if they were banging it, like, would they just not get hard, or like?
Anybody that's into that kind of stuff has had some sort of trauma. Like, that's not normal. I mean, I know there's.
What if you want to experience that though?
Why? I mean,
Would you have to subjugate
like, if
yourself to
you-
their
dude,
same
if you-
traumas in order to
okay,
get to
anyone
that
that's-
level?
Anyone that's into like humiliation usually had like a really abusive mom. I'm not everybody, obviously you can't make blanket, but most guys that are
Or
into
dad.
humiliation. No, if it's by a man, but if it's having a woman humiliate you, it's usually because your mom was abusive to you.
Oh, as a male, I was thinking about both sexes. I know what you're saying.
Right.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like there's all like if you're into like
Because you're insecure as a man
if
because
you're into
the main
pain
woman
stuff,
in your
it's-
life.
it's something like traumatic happened to you at some point.
Well, that's
in
what I'm
your
saying.
life.
Like, if you wanted to feel that,
It's not something.
would you have to subjugate
it's
yourself
not
to
something you were
that?
born with, though. Although Mike Madden told me about a book he read that said it had something to do with like firing too many electrons as a baby. Like, I don't know. I'll have to look it up, and we could talk about it another time once I have more details on it. But something about like the development of the brain. Like, if you like do something too much to a baby, not like anything bad, but like try to.
Like,
If they have too many electrons firing in their brain, like they're more likely to be into painful sex or something. It was weird. Like, I don't know. We'd have to have him on. Whenever he's back in town, man, he's had a
They
rough
don't talk.
couple months.
Furries don't talk. Furries don't talk.
Not in the suit.
Yeah, Mike can come on whenever. I know he's not listening to this, but
What was it? God damn it! I had something else.
I don't know. We went off the
talking
rails.
about?
We went off the rails today.
Anyways, I don't think the term friend zone is
It's
sexist.
sexist.
I don't. I think that's.
Oh yeah, I didn't even get to my opinion about it.
I think people are just making a big fucking done, just looking for another reason to get offended.
it's
about
just
something.
exactly, and because it's like you said, it's there. I think there's valid reasons behind it. Like, there's valid things to have problems with, but like, it's not that. It's just like
right,
people are using it as an umbrella to like throw a bunch of shit
right.
into it. Like, oh, because I feel like
Why? Let me ask you something. Would you be friends with someone who wants to fuck you that
As
you're
a-
not attracted to at all? Like that wants to fuck you.
and I'm not attracted
Has
to
he
you.
told
Not
them?
into
Like,
them at
I
all.
won't have sex with this person at all.
You won't
like,
have sex with them at all. Never.
and then they're just obsessed with me, or what? Or they just want to fuck? Like, what's your question again?
I mean, it's not just fucking. Like they want to be with you.
I wouldn't talk to them.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't even give them the
Because
opportunity.
you'd be uncomfortable.
Yeah,
What if you were cool with?
because
them
like
and
because
then
if
they-
I mean,
because
it's
if
cruel because
well,
you're also
'cause-
like torturing this person.
no, if it was like complete unattract, like just nothing at all, just nothing, but I knew that I would still not, because yeah, you're just fucking with them.
Right.
Like if I were to hang out with, like, let's just say I was to hang out with this mystery girl, it would be because I knew I could have sex with them.
Right.
But that would be it. It wouldn't be because, oh, I know they want to be with me, so like maybe I could try a relationship out. No, it'd be because I know I could have sex with them,
Right.
which is like feels gross. Like you know
Right.
what I mean? That's why I would say I wouldn't even do that, because it's just super manipulation, like from the get. But then I'm sure there's people out there that if you, I bet you, a guy or a girl, same situation. Let's say it was a girl, because let's say it was me with this girl, and I told the girl like, hey, like, I don't want a relationship where we can have sex. I bet you that there's people out there who would be like, okay, thinking that if like they have enough sex that it would lead to like that. And if
But now I feel like you're going at a completely different. What? You're not in the friend zone anymore once you're having sex with someone. That's not the friend zone. That's a completely different area
I guess you're right.
of friendship. I don't know. I mean I get it. The
I guess I was just
complaint
taking
is,
I was taking
I
what
don't
you were
like
saying.
guys doing stuff for me expecting sex. That's what the most women's biggest complaint about the term friend zone is, and I don't think that's what the friend zone is.
Right. I was gonna say, because after a while I do feel like expectations set in, because otherwise it's like, well, what the fuck's going on?
Right.
If you're friends,
and that means that somewhere along the line you weren't clear about what
or
your
they weren't
intentions
clear,
are, or yeah,
or they weren't listening to you,
it's
or
a
whatever.
misunderstanding,
right?
Is what it is.
Because if you get to the point, let's say it's me and a girl, and I get to the point where I expect sex, or I expect you to answer my text messages, or
that's
expect
also
to hang
the
out,
issue.
expect to hang out.
You
like,
should never expect sex.
I'm just saying, just not just sex, but
Right.
any expectations of anything. Like I expect that when you say we're going to go to the movies, we'll go to the movies. Like that's an expectation. Whether or not you want to group it with sex or not, that's entirely.
Right.
It is an expectation that you set, right?
If you don't want to have sex with someone and you're in a relationship with them, you shouldn't be in a relationship with them anymore.
No, definitely not,
another
because that's
thing.
when you know the fire's gone.
Yeah.
100%. But my whole point is if you get to that point and you're like, hey, well, how come we're not going to the movies? And then the other person makes it seem like not a big deal, then clearly they must think that you guys are friends and not something more, where there's like an expectation, like, hey, we're going out, like we're going on a date. You know what I mean? And they blow you off easy. But that's what I'm saying. Like, but at what point does that happen? Like after the first date, I don't think you should have any expectations. But if
No, definitely not.
But if you go, like, if you've been hanging out for a month and actually hanging out for a month, I think there's been some expectations.
I mean, there's like picking up the all the signs too. Like,
yeah,
I don't hang out with my friends every weekend. You know.
I know you see me every week though, unfortunately.
Right. But this is work.
It is work. I know.
No, but that's not
volunteering.
That's
now.
not even that's not even the point, man. What I mean is, like, I you hang out with your boys all the time, but it's never. You never hang out with just one person. You know, you guys might go out as a group every weekend. Or something.
Oh yeah, no, you go. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you see them every weekend, but it's always like 4 or 5, maybe 3. You guys. It's never just 2 people hanging out. You know, not. I mean, obviously, it's not completely general like that, but. So if you're,
but if it's
consistent,
then it's gay.
Yeah. Well.
No, I'm making a joke, but it goes to the point of what you
gay?
just said, which is like, if you keep hanging out with the same person over and over
and it's
again,
just you two,
and then you might be friends, but you also might not be.
You're throwing out mixed signals,
right?
You know,
depending on how you guys have been hanging out, depending on if you've been buying everything, and like,
right.
It's like there's a lot of. So I don't think it's a sexist thing because it applies to both sides.
And that's something like I always like when I'm, if I'm in a relationship and I have a female friend, I'm not going to hang out with them it's going to be like maybe once a month, and it's going to be lunch. Like, time of day is everything. Like, you don't hang out with people at night.
Yeah, if you're going to be and then exactly. If you go have coffee with someone every Monday morning because you start late a certain day, that's not necessarily, oh, we're going to fuck now.
Right.
That's just hanging out. Exactly. But if you're going to the club every Friday night and Saturday night, you're going home together, you're Ubering home drunk together, whatever the fuck, there might be...
Even then, that's like, if you're going to the club, like, that's a social setting out. And
just you two, though. Like,
triggered.
It could be.
I can forgive
maybe
that,
not a club. Maybe like I don't go out, but I'm like
I guess
a
like
dance
going,
hall
if you're
or
going
something.
to dinner,
like
if you have like if shit that couples do. You're going to a movie and dinner every fucking Friday. That's I don't know. That's just kind of weird for me. I mean,
What, as friends or like if you're dating?
if you're doing it every fucking weekend with someone.
And you can't. So you're saying if you do that, you can't be friends?
No, like that's like somebody's like misinterpreting what's going on here because you don't, oh, let's, unless it's like clear, oh, Friday movie night, So I don't fucking know, man. It's just there's just so many complicated things about it. Like we're complex fucking people, things, creatures, and we.
I have a question.
Sometimes people don't know what they want. So.
No,
I have a question.
All
Okay,
right.
so, and I actually want to talk about this months ago, and I forgot. And I had a Facebook conversation with someone on someone's wall. I'm not going to mention name, won't get into specifics. But do you feel like males and females are still animals at heart? Or do you believe that we've actually evolved to the point where like monogamy is an actual real thing that we can aspire and achieve?
I think we've
As a whole, not just like
As a
individual.
society?
Yeah, like the human race. Do you feel like monogamy is a social construct? Obviously it is, but like, do you feel like we've evolved to the point where that's an actual part of us now, or is it just still on that social level where does it make sense?
Yeah.
Because or do you feel like we're animals and like, hey, guys need to have sex, women need to have sex.
mean, I think
like
it's-
we don't need one partner. We need to like.
I think it's complex, and I feel like there's just a lot of. I mean, I think a big reason why monogamy is tough is because we're just fucking selfish, Because that's what it comes down to more than anything. If you're out fucking around, it's because you're being selfish,
But see, that's what I'm trying to say. Or I didn't say this, but this is what's been troubling me. The fact that you say it's selfish or whatever, you're putting this negative emotion to being non-monogamous.
Well, I think that's
Is the
that's-
construct of like the society we live in, right? Like
well,
so.
yeah, well,
so
that's-
you're saying
but I
that it's
think-
bad that if you don't like that's what I'm. So is it?
I don't believe that though because we're human beings aren't.
Is it really selfish?
Human beings aren't the only animals that have monogamous relationships. There's fucking penguins. They have life partners.
Be loyal.
There's not, and they're not the other
Dolphins aren't
ones.
monogamous.
But okay, but I'm just saying there's
In terms of our brain power, they're closest to us. They're closer than a penguin.
we're talking processing information. We're not talking about the other parts.
Well, I'm just talking about mammals.
they can't.
Penguin's not a
talk,
mammal,
they don't
is
have-
it?
No, but
Dolphin is.
a dolphin is a mammal.
Yeah.
Okay, but what I'm getting at is like I think that's what separates us from animals is that we have these emotions. Like we get upset if we find out our girlfriend or our boyfriend is cheating on us.
But we don't know that, really.
We don't know. I mean,
We don't know what it's like under the
I don't
sea.
feel like society has put that feeling in your head. I feel like jealousy is. I mean, even dogs get jealous.
Yeah.
I mean, it's jealousy is an emotion, and you feel jealousy. That's what if your girl is talking to somebody else, you're mad because of
eyelash.
jealousy. It's you're jealous. That's where it all comes from.
So you think that the emotional
you
value
do-
of being selfish is
I don't
actual
know.
thing
if
inherent to
you-
like.
Okay, if you go out and you fuck 70 different people, and you don't feel bad about it.
They'll call you a sociopath.
And I mean, it just depends on who you are. Like, if you're a rock star and you're doing that, that's fine. But if you got someone at home and you're fucking doing it and you don't feel bad about it,
Well, no. What are you? But
it's just really complicated, man.
take the person out at home part. That's what I'm trying to talk about. Like, is monogamy a thing that's real, or is it just something that we made up that we've been playing along with for long enough that it's become real? Does that make sense? Like, if we in our animalistic stages, when whatever the fuck, let's just say during the Egyptian times,
I think okay.
like let's say there wasn't monogamy during in ancient Egypt, right?
There'd be a lot of fucking Egyptians. I feel like that's what I'm going to say next. I feel like monogamy is a product. It's
Yeah, but science
monogamy
and,
is
and
population control.
science, though. Okay, I won't disagree with that.
All right.
But science has also allowed for us to grow our populations and stuff. Science and technology in general, and the industrial revolution. Like, babies just don't die as much as they did back then.
That's actually not true.
What, life expectancy?
That's bullshit. Life expectancy is bullshit.
It's like, didn't it was like 30 years?
But it's not accurate. That's
Well, I mean,
bullshit.
I don't know how we would know that, but
That's like
What is it
All
then?
this stuff has been proven like
What
to be
is it then?
false. Like the life
type
expectancy.
in average life expectancy of an ancient Egyptian.
But people like it's still not accurate. You don't know.
Well, let's just see what they're saying. We'll just go off that. But anyway, my point is though, okay, let's just assume that what I say is based on somewhat fact, right? Do you feel like if you were to tell, and they didn't believe in monogamy, let's just say, and we went back in time, we would just condemn them all? Or do you feel like it's just representative of the time you live in?
I mean, obviously, part of it is the time you live in. Like some societies, prostitutes are okay. You know.
I think they should be okay here.
No, I mean okay in the sense like you can be married and go fuck a prostitute and your wife won't.
Oh! I
like,
see what you're
stuff
saying, like that mafia lot.
You know, but I feel like if you look at it, like all of this,
Does it say?
it's the elite.
30 to 35. 30 for women, 34 for men, but they had a high infant death rate.
See?
19 years was the average. And then if you live past that, then 30 or 34.
In
Allegedly.
Egypt,
Yeah.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
UCL researchers.
But well, that's what I was taught at USC in all my classes. But it doesn't matter. My point is like, yes.
But then when we're talking about
But
life
then you still-
expectancy,
but then-
you're
but
talking
then-
about like
I
medicine
f-
and stuff is keeping people alive. Like people
Right.
would die from stupid infections.
Right.
The reason why
But I feel like if what you said is true though,
the babies dying a lot is what fucks up like life expectancy.
but I feel like if what you said was true though about like it being birth control, then
no population. Control.
population, whatever the fuck, then things like babies being born because of a cheating situation, like because they went and cheated and had a baby with someone else, like that's still a thing.
It is still a thing.
Like there's still babies that come like fucking who's the guy on the Knicks, Carmelo? Didn't he fucking just?
He did, but that's something different. What I'm saying is if men, okay, if we're animals like every other animal,
Right.
what's the man's job usually? And almost everything, the men don't even fucking hunt, man. It goes to insects. The only job a man has to do is to impregnate. That's all their fucking jobs are. If you look in every animal, like the lions, fucking the man doesn't go hunt. He fucks and sleeps the whole fucking day. And the fucking wife goes out, hunts, brings the food, takes care of the kids, everything. Like that's like every animalistic society.
life.
Like the man, the
Thug
stud.
life glasses.
What does a fucking bull do? Bull does nothing but fuck every fucking cow. That's
They
all he
also get
does.
stabbed in the face by a
that's-
matador.
You know, that's a different story. That's not their job. But if you look like, I don't know shit about so
Prime
take
rib
everything I'm saying
from a
with-
cow.
Bulls fuck their own kids.
Yeah, prime ribs from a cow. That's beef.
The fucking cow that died for me on my birthday. Ooh, that prime rib was bomb.
By the way, Daniel just had his birthday on Friday, and he didn't invite anybody out to do anything with him.
Dude, I was fucking in bed at 8.
Fucking Daniel.
I
even kind of dropped hints like if he wanted to do something.
He did. No, because I already knew I was going to go to dinner, and then that was
I
it.
texted him. He didn't text me back.
I went to sleep. I was in bed at 8. It was a fucking shitty birthday in regards to like doing stuff. I fucking work.
I feel like you've had a lot of those
What, shitty birthdays?
in regards to doing stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Your birthday
definitely.
last year was shitty too.
Yep. Before that, I haven't had a good birthday ever.
Daniel, Carlos, I'm gonna have you weigh in on this. So when Daniel turned 21, I planned on taking him to fucking Vegas. I even booked the hotel room and everything. It was gonna be a boys' weekend, and then
he turned it
guess what
down?
happened? No, he didn't turn it down.
The
Like
lady?
the week before we're about to go,
Is there a female involved?
Daniel says, "Oh yeah, well, where's Anna gonna sleep or some shit like that?" And I said, and I was like, what?
Did we get?
He's like, yeah, Anna, like Anna's coming with us, like, and I was like, wait.
Damn.
I said, no, Anna's not coming with us. He's like, well, but I already told her, and I was like, you what? He's like, yeah, I already told her. I was like, no,
You just tell her no.
I was like, I got fucking heated. I was like, dude, I'm taking you to Vegas because you've never been. You just turned 21 with the rest of the fucking guys.
Wait, you booked it?
Yeah, I booked the fucking room.
Damn.
I booked the room, and I think we were gonna drive, so I didn't book a flight. But this motherfucker was gonna bring his girlfriend along for his first time in fucking Vegas with a bunch of dudes. So it'd have been like 6 dudes and fucking
No other dudes bringing their.
nope. And of course, the second the girls heard that one girl was going, oh, then it was like, oh, you can't go. Oh, you're gonna go, and he's bringing his girlfriend, and I'm not going. Fuck that. It went down the line.
Damn.
It went down the line.
He wanted you to weigh in on it.
Wait, what? How do you feel about that? Would you have done something like that?
No, I mean, I would have made it clear, like, if I would have asked you, like, who's going and stuff like that, or if it's
Right.
guys' night. I don't know if he did that, or
I thought I made it pretty clear.
I just thought we were all going to Vegas.
And his excuse was, "Oh, I bring her with me everywhere."
damn, she probably didn't let him. He knew she was gonna get pissed.
I have no comment. I have nothing to say. I can't deny this one. This is 100% fact.
Nah, you get
And no one went to Vegas. I don't think.
No,
any-
so Daniel still hasn't been to Vegas.
some miscommunication.
He says-
Well, I mean, I've been to Vegas.
No, you haven't been to Vegas as an adult.
Oh yeah.
Me,
I
I haven't
forgot.
gone
Well, I
either,
guess you
so-
did when you went with your mom and you like stayed in the room the whole time or something, right? Didn't you go recently? Like you went like on a Tuesday with your mom.
Gotta bring up old shit.
When did I go to Vegas? What did I go to
I
Vegas
thought
for?
like your mom and you
Wasn't
went.
that-
I went with. I think the
And
last
your
time I was in
aunt.
the last time I was in
From
Vegas.
Utah.
Right was that was a few years ago, and I did just stay in the room. Fuck Vegas, man. Vegas sucks.
How do you know? You've
haven't
never
been.
fucking done it. You went on a Tuesday with your
You
mom.
want to know how
He
I
went to
know
Circus
Vegas
Circus
sucks?
one day.
Yeah.
He got stuck on the roller coaster.
Fucking
in high
stayed
school.
on the
wanna-
shitty side of the strip.
You want to know how I know it sucks?
Mom was at the slot machine the whole time. Daniel's like, I can't believe you're wasting money like this.
Okay, go.
You have to-
Gambling is stupid.
I actually won some money on my 21st birthday, or after I turned 21. I mean, not on my birthday because I was here, but I mean after.
He got that first bet. He won $2, and he was like, "I'm
No,
done.
no.
Cash out."
That's it.
It's funny you say that because literally that's what happened. I won like 20 or 30 bucks and I cashed
it.
out immediately and I'm like, I'm done. And my mom was there. She's like, what the fuck are you doing?
What were you playing? Slots?
It was slots. And she's like, you just keep playing. That's not, it's gambling. And I'm like, no, I already have, I just have $40 more than I had earlier. But I kept doing that. So I actually did make money. But the first time I won a one of those machines that like it has like it was a Jaws, so it like had Jaws,
Right.
3D Jaws or whatever, and I
Like
lost.
Back to the Future too.
Right, and you know how like slots are so fucking complex. Like I don't even think you know how to win them anymore. Like before, you just got 3 in a row and that was
You
it.
had to fill
Right,
in.
Now
they
it's
do,
like
like,
it's all
bunch of lines,
zigzag
12
shit
lines.
and
All
whatever
kinds
the
of,
fuck.
like, swirls and,
And, yeah, and-
crosses.
And so I'm like, I don't know what this is. So
bet
my
the
mom's just
max.
like, yeah, exactly. Just
Bet
hit
the
max.
max.
Just hit max every time. Just hit max. That's all you gotta do. And so I was doing
You're
that.
like, Mom, I don't think this is working. I keep winning.
No. So what happens is I put in $20 and I lost all the $20, or I was down to the last like few dollars. And then max on the last spin on all the money I had. And then I lose. Like it didn't give me any points for whatever reason. But the fucking zigzagged connect where I got like a free spin or whatever, like the
Right.
game activated. I didn't know this. So I fucking just got up and clicked like give me my ticket and I left. I just turned around. But my mom was like, what are you doing? And
Sit the fuck down, Daniel.
I caught Jaws, which is like the grand
Jackpot.
jackpot. Like that's the best thing you can do.
Right.
But it wasn't a progressive machine, so it was whatever money was in the machine, and it was like $300. And then I didn't gamble for the rest of the trip.
All right.
So
I wouldn't gamble after 300. I'd keep it 300. And
I'd-
spend
I
it
just
at the
feel-
strip club.
Well, see, and yeah, no, I
I
wouldn't.
like how you deflected.
What? Deflect what? I didn't deflect anything.
So are you gonna go or what?
Go where?
To Vegas?
Fuck Vegas. I know Vegas sucks because you have to spend money.
What if you didn't have to?
If I was a young woman, I would love Vegas.
you don't
'Cause
like
you don't have to
clubs
pay
and
for
shit?
anything.
Oklahoma City officially eliminated from the playoffs.
Damn.
OKC sucks. They don't have what's his name.
They don't have KD.
Yep.
No, it's because they have Durant, or I mean, they have Westbrook, and Westbrook doesn't make anybody better.
He's just good.
It's
Same exact team that took the Warriors to Game 7 in the conference finals last year, except no KD.
that just goes to show
KD
you.
makes people better.
The Warriors are better without KD
Oh, I don't even know why the Warriors got him, to be honest with you.
because they wanted to fucking cheat. That's why.
He wanted to go to.
They
Yeah,
just
but-
cheated. They just said, you know what? We're going to sign KD and just make this fucking season boring as fuck.
They're still not going to win the championship.
Oh, get
I
the fuck out of here.
guarantee you Cleveland's
They're
gonna
gonna
win again.
destroy Cleveland. I think they're going to you call here right now. Warriors in 5.
Cleveland's going to win.
Warriors in 5.
The Warriors aren't even going to make the finals.
Right, because they didn't just sweep fucking Portland without breaking a sweat.
So
Who's gonna beat them in the
Portland?
Who's gonna beat them in the Western Conference?
I don't know. They'll just die.
Daniel doesn't know.
I don't even know who's in the Western Conference.
Where's that?
So I can't even answer your question. Are the Spurs in the
What
Western
part of the
Conference?
country is the Western
Is it
Conference?
Spurs? In
Yeah, the Spurs are.
the Supersonics, right?
Yeah,
Supersonics.
I love the Supersonics.
Spurs, Warriors, Rockets,
Seattle doesn't have a
Clippers,
team
Jazz.
anymore, do they? Ever, like, at
No,
all?
that's OKC is their team. OKC.
Oh, the Sonics are the?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, there's like the New Orleans Pelicans. I don't even know when the fuck they came. There's like teams that. What's another one that
They had to change their name.
The Pelicans, or what were they?
The Charlotte Hornets became.
I love the Hornets.
They
are cool.
became the New Orleans Hornets, but then Charlotte became the Bobcats. They put a new team.
That's
in
the one,
Charlotte.
Bobcats.
But then the Bobcats were like, we want to be the Hornets, so they were able to get the Hornets name back. So they had to change.
So they're the Charlotte
New Orleans
Hornets?
to the Pelicans.
Charlotte Hornets.
Charlotte Hornets.
It's
Yep.
like the worst.
You know it's so fucking stupid. It should be the New Orleans Jazz.
They used to be the New Orleans Jazz.
Oh,
then they
did
moved
it?
to Utah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
that's why. You know why the Lakers are called the Lakers, right? Because they moved from Minnesota,
Oh,
the land of 1,000
I did know
lakes.
that. I did know
Yeah.
that.
That's why they're called the
did know
Lakers,
that.
because there's no lakes in
That-
fucking LA.
That's what, the Lake Show. That's why it's
Yeah.
the Lake Show. No, I the Utah Jazz is just
I
weird.
feel like the Clippers were from Boston. I might be wrong. I know they were San Diego Clippers.
Clippers,
Clippers.
Dodgers. They're the Dodgers of basketball.
True.
They-
Because
they-
the Dodgers at least won a World Series at some point. The Clippers have never won a
Yeah,
championship.
but they could have at least gone farther than they did the last few years.
Yeah. No, I'm with you there.
They're Clippers anyway. I'm talking basketball
Las
as if I know
Clippers!
They
as,
started in
if,
Buffalo, the Clippers.
as if I know what I'm talking about.
So you sent me an article about this
this
phenomena.
vape sucks.
This phenomena called
Weak.
stealthing.
Go ahead, explain stealthing to the world.
So I just learned this. Stealthing is when you are having sex with someone and you take the condom off without telling them. You go from a hat to no hat. You go from a raincoat to wet.
armor to going
It's
in.
the latest bedroom trend. Is that right?
Is it a trend? Like, so how do you feel about that?
I feel like I am completely on board with every fucking feminist out there when it comes to this. That shit is fucking, and this shit is rape. It is borderline rape. I mean, you might have consented to them having sex with you. You did not consent to them raw dogging you. You know what I mean? That's like, that is some fucked up shit.
So you think that I'm playing devil's advocate here because I want to just preface it that I agree with you. But I want to play devil's advocate because otherwise what the fuck's the point of us talking about it? So you don't think that sex without a condom is the same as sex with the condom?
Absolutely not.
And not just because of like the way it feels or whatever, but like just
It's two different things. It's two different things because our fucking dicks are disease carriers.
okay.
So if I don't know you well,
Let's just assume you've been dating though.
okay. I feel like if you've been dating, that's something that you shouldn't have to sneak on someone. I don't know. It's a shady fucking move, dude.
Oh no. I'm not talking about this. I'm just talking about the concept of like having sex one way or the other.
There's a reason why people wear condoms, and it's not because they don't want to get fucking pregnant. That's bullshit. I've been around enough to know that nobody likes condoms. There's no fucking woman out there. There's no man out there that likes condoms, and nobody fucking likes condoms.
Which is why Bill Gates is like funding those like spray on condoms that you could just or something. He's put a lot of money into like making condoms to the point where you can't feel it.
Because
Like,
old Billy knows, man. Nobody likes that fucking plastic. Nobody likes the Jimmy.
even Bill Gates
Even
knows.
Bill Gates knows. That motherfucker didn't get fucking laid till he got rich.
What does Bill Gates' wife look like? Like, what did she look like in her prime? Like, what did he give up to get with her? Or what did she give up to get with him?
See, Bill Gates is smart, so he was like, I ain't trying to fuck with no bitch, gonna take all my money later. So he got himself like an average looking woman who had her own shit too. She probably had some money, you know.
All right. I mean, not like, I mean, she probably was young. I mean, younger.
No, she's great for Bill Gates.
You think she was younger before this?
You think?
Let's see.
But I'm saying-
allegedly.
I'm saying like check. You know, Elon Musk is fucking with Amber Heard right
Yeah, I shared that article about it.
now. Okay.
They're official.
They're official.
So that's why I said and when I shared it, that persistence
it is official
pays
that
off.
Bill Gates is smarter than fucking Elon Musk is.
It's his daughter,
Whose daughter?
Bill Gates.
Let me see.
Dang.
Her and
Swipe right.
That's not Bill Gates' daughter. That looks like fucking that actress.
Jennifer Catherine Gates. She's 19.
Nah. She looks like
She's 19?
Yeah.
Legal.
She looks like
Legal.
she looks like the chick from She's All That.
She is all that. Look at her. Woo! That was stupid. She's not
Better
that
cut
hot.
shit out.
Nah, she's cute. She's good looking. She's all right.
She looks like them. There's a picture of Jennifer.
No, that Amber's gonna take.
Jennifer.
They better sign a prenup if they're gonna
I'm
get
just
if
saying.
they go any
like,
further.
That is prime example of he's trying to hook up with the hottest chick around because he's Elon Musk and he's got money and he's playing himself. You know
So
what I mean?
if I had, let's just say I was a billionaire, do you think I'd be Bill Gates or Elon Musk in regards to like how I would approach women?
No, you'd be fucking Harvey Weinstein. You'd be nothing but fucking escorts.
Nachos and escorts. I thought you were talking like food.
Yeah, you would have crumbs on your shirt too at all times. Just nasty looking.
I look like the dude from Toy Story. What's his name? Al.
Big Al.
Just has hot Cheeto fingers all the time.
That's you, dude. He's like, I gotta drive all the way to work. All the way to work.
It is me. That's why when I watch that movie again, I relate with him more than the other people. I'm like, I understand, Al. Like, I get it. Like, I would totally sell Woody too. I'd be pissed as fuck if I had to have that old man come out to like fix Woody. That fucking the old dude who plays chess. You know what I'm talking about?
You know, I've only seen Toy Story 1. Haven't seen any of the ones after it.
What? You've never seen Toy Story 2?
Never seen Toy Story 2.
Oh man,
Two's
that's
better
the
than
best
one.
one. That's the best one. That's the one where Jesse's in it, and there's a scene where everyone
There's a Sarah
cries.
McLachlan song.
All right, I'm going to throw a reference out there and see if you get it. Play the Frank Sinatra music.
Was that the reference?
That's the reference.
I don't know. You got to take a shit.
I got to take a piss.
Play the Frank Sinatra
Get it?
music.
No.
Joey Diaz, every time he has to take a piss, they play Frank Sinatra music on the show.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Let's play it. Play Frank. I looked it up. What's a Frank Sinatra song? Do everyone left now? What the fuck?
That didn't even work for reals.
Are we cutting this?
No, no, no.
All right, guys. Welcome to Carlos Talks. We'll be right back. Gion's peeing.
Did you really put some fucking music on?
Makes sense.
No, but I think they put. Oh my bad. I think they put music on because their fucking toilet is like right in front of the office, so they do it so you don't hear the chorro.
I've actually never listened to
Joey Diaz.
the whole podcast. I just listened to the Joe Rogan one that just recently.
Yeah, dude. It's
You call me that one dude. You said I looked like his partner.
oh yeah, Lee Syed. I told you one time. I said you're my Lee Syed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. Because I didn't know who it was at first, and then I saw him. I'm like, and then I heard him talk too. I'm like,
Joey. Have you ever thought about when
how did they link up?
I
Like,
don't know. I'm like, how the? That's Daniel. That is. You got to put that up.
send that to me so I can put it on the video. How the fuck did
Like
they?
when I hear him, I'm like, how the fuck does he not get the shit slapped out of him all the time? Because he just says stupid shit. Like, and you could tell, like,
Dude, it was so.
you could tell Joey's like holding himself back from just ripping this fool. Because he's just.
No, I was gonna say when.
My goal, I want to get big enough to get on that show just so I could fucking get kicked off for roasting Lee the whole fucking time. Like, that's what I want to do. Like.
Let's get it out to him. We'll
He's like,
make it happen.
Hi, like you told me to keep playing to practice, and now I'm like so much better at poker than I was before because I've been practicing a lot. Now I play for like 3 days.
I just want to know how they like if he's friends with Joey or like how did
I think they're homies.
and how he got like into this
What does he
position
do?
of
Well, what I kind of, and this is me kind of just guessing, it sounds like Lee like decided that he wanted to record podcasts for people, and that's how they linked up. Like he started just being like an engineer,
kind of like Dirty Laundry.
and then yeah, exactly. And then Joey kind of took him under his wing. Oh, I got something to tell you about that, but that's for another time. But yeah, no, it's
Lisa.
now it's hitting him. Now it's fucking working.
Oh no, I'm good.
Once you cough, it's over.
No, I still have. It's still. I'm like very disappointed actually. Like, I don't know if I'm more disappointed in myself or
It's
the fact
I
that
didn't
like
realize
my
you were
tolerance.
such a big time fucking pothead now that you're just taking rips off this.
That's what I
vape.
just said. Like
No
I don't know
big
if I'm disappointed in that
Dude. Like,
or
it's you. Your tolerance is too high.
I guess, man. This fucking dude over here.
I know it's bad. It's terrible.
Fucking
was-
take a break, nigga.
What's
Take a month off the first day.
what's terrible is I can't stop thinking about all the people that I've like given shit to for
Yeah, dude.
smoking the
Oh, now
devil's
you're-
lettuce.
Now you're, now you're a hypocrite.
A big time
He has
hypocrite.
been saved.
Are we still talking about stealthing or are we over that? I don't know.
Well, we didn't really get into it because
Stealthing.
have you ever stealthed?
No.
Have you ever? Did I say it right? Stealthed.
If
Stealth.
you're gonna put it
Stealth.
on, not taking it off.
No.
Stealth?
No.
Stealth.
Stealthed.
Stealthed.
Stealthing.
I no, that's just shady.
Have you
business.
ever been in a situation where shit broke, unbeknownst to you?
No.
I haven't either.
Yeah,
I haven't
that's-
been in either of those
I think that's
situations.
bullshit, or just my dick must be too average or something. I don't know.
What, it breaking or like it breaking you not knowing?
it breaking me not knowing. Well, I mean, maybe that's happened.
It means she was.
And you just
dry.
don't know because
And
That's your fault.
I mean, obviously, I'm not. it's pretty clear I'm not fucking sterile. So,
I know that's why I'm laughing.
oh yeah,
That's why I'm laughing. The theory has been proven that maybe it does happen.
Maybe you should have stealth.
Oh, or maybe it was a stealth. Could you imagine if you said that to people like you were a stealth baby? like that's how you, like
That's-
if you,
that might be an-
ultimate insult.
if
Like you
it-
know what? Not only were you a mistake,
you were a stealth.
you were a
baby.
stealth, or you wouldn't
like
even be a mistake.
You're a
because
double mistake.
you were a double mistake. Fuck.
Well, that's the other thing.
See, did you see him just drop his phone on the floor?
Yeah.
Come on.
Did you
Yeah.
see him just drop his phone on the
There
floor?
are no new cracks.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, there's
Did
no
you hear
new
it?
crack.
Did you hear it fall too?
I was paying attention.
I'm gonna play the podcast back.
No, you fuck. It landed
And,
on the
you know,
corner when you fell.
Maybe Carlos is as slick as you or whatever
I
because
just
you
broke
thought
it
that he
more.
broke it. He busted an Andrew, you said, and he got caught right
Let's
now.
get completely inappropriate here. I mean, we've been inappropriate this whole time, but how many girls have you popped inside of?
I don't know if I want to
with
answer that
or
question.
without.
No, without a condom.
I know. I don't know if I want to answer that question.
Why not? Because you're gonna embarrass yourself.
No.
Don't do.
No, just fucking admit it.
I'm gonna.
What are you scared of?
One. It was
One.
one time only.
So you've only popped inside one person your entire life.
Yep, once.
And only once.
And yeah, only once.
And was it your girlfriend?
No, technically we were not dating.
No. Was it an accident?
No.
Why'd you do it?
Was she on birth control? Did you already
Yeah,
say that?
she was on birth control.
And was this the first time you guys had sex? So you've been doing it for a while. Did she tell you to do it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and then immediately,
And then you regretted it.
Immediately after, I'm like, why did I do that?
Right.
Immediately.
Okay.
Like
Oh.
I couldn't even enjoy the moment. Like
I'm fucking with you. All right.
immediately.
You told
I
me
am.
about this.
I am with you. Like I'm not. Unless we're-
Immediately.
Unless I'm willing to take that.
It's not like a porn where
No.
you're like,
She wanted
fuck
to be your
yeah.
Twinkie,
You can.
bro.
I was immediately like, ugh.
No, man. And fucking on porn sets, they got fucking Plan B just
No, I
chilling
wasn't-
right there,
no,
like
I didn't
candy.
get-
Like they got
Well,
like
see, I didn't
little
get. I
fucking
didn't get worried
M&M
about.
jars.
I didn't get worried about
You
that.
didn't get worried about that?
because I trusted the person was on the pill. I trusted that.
That doesn't matter. The pill's
I'm just
not
saying.
100%
I know.
accurate.
No. I know. But in my mind,
Right.
the trust of like doing it every day was enough to where if I didn't trust, that's the other thing too. I would not do that if I did not 100 did
Right.
not trust you 100,000,000% and there wasn't a thing. Like there would be no situation where if I just met you, that would not fucking happen.
Right.
No way. I don't care. Maybe if it's like someone fucking hot.
Right.
Like Amber Heard.
Oh,
fucking was
so you're
like,
trying to trap them with your fucking,
No.
with your fucking.
No.
With your
No, I'm
Daniel
saying
seed.
if
Says
they
Amber
asked,
Heard.
if it was like that, or like
Right.
a one, and you'd be stupid, like it's either you have sex or you do that or you don't.
Right.
All right, I might take that.
In the heat of the moment.
Right.
With the super hot chick.
That it'd have to be like a super.
With like if you got pregnant, it'd be okay because she'd be supporting you.
Yes.
Okay.
Support with like it's Instagram butt pictures.
I'd sue the fuck out of that bitch for child support. I am keeping that fucking baby.
For sure.
This horrible.
I would become pro-life in a heartbeat.
You want to see this baby?
I would become a Catholic again. I'd start protesting at Planned Parenthood.
I can't live like this.
I'd be a Trump supporter. Like
I need $20,000 a month.
a month on the dot. Why do you ask?
Oh, because this has to do with the stealth and shit. I don't know.
No, it has nothing to do with stealthing.
I don't understand.
Wait,
No,
wait,
well, it
hold
doesn't-
on.
it's
You
not
didn't ask me if
appeal
I.
to it,
You didn't
to the
ask me if
guy,
I
right?
stealthed, did you?
Have you stealthed?
No.
No. What I'm saying is, look.
What
What
if,
are
okay,
guys
hold on.
doing?
What
If
if
I'm gonna pop inside someone, I need it for me.
What if you start with the condom and you take it off at some point? Is that
That's what
considered
stealthing is.
stealthing?
Did they-
But they know.
If they know,
they
then
know.
it's not stealthing because there's nothing stealthy about it.
Because I've done that.
Should be the other way.
I've done that.
Oh, it's all happened.
it's not stealthing.
There's totally been take that thing off.
Put that thing back where it
There's
came
all
from,
kinds of
or so
issues
help
with
me.
But I just, I guess my point was, it blows my fucking mind that you would take that
Can
fucking
girls
risk
stealth?
with someone that you either you barely know or you're not like. I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna take that step, you gotta like.
So you think it's rape at that point, though?
No, that's the stealthing thing is rape.
What if? Okay,
Absolutely.
all right.
I
what
think
if,
it's
what if, hold on, hold on. Here.
it's on par with it.
I'm gonna put a scenario out there again. Devil's advocate.
It's just like
If
okay,
you're doing that, you're banging this chick. You stealth.
obviously-
You stealth.
yeah.
And then she doesn't know any different. And then you don't come inside her.
And then you get chlamydia.
You don't come inside
you
the
don't-
chick.
okay.
And then you
chlamydia.
pretend like you're taking the condom off, and you still like you blast on her face or something. Is that still considered
Yeah,
rape?
that's fucking bad.
Why?
I mean, there's degrees to it. Like I'm gonna put you Gion's.
If no one gets pregnant, if no one gets an STD,
it doesn't matter,
is that
dude.
bad?
You did something. You took a risk and you didn't let them know.
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
There's shit that you can't come back from. All right, okay.
If she never finds
you
out,
can't come back from fucking herpes, man.
if she never finds
You
out,
can't come back. If
you're
she
a
never
rapist
finds out,
still.
oh, dude, I'm sure there's plenty of girls that have been date raped that don't even fucking realize they got date raped.
Because they've been stealthed.
Yeah.
Dang.
Or because they were passed out and the fucking
And
guy
then they got stealthed.
and the guy fucking put the pants back on. Like that's all. Whenever I hear about fucking date rape, like I woke up and my clothes were off, like my pants were off, and I was just chilling in my bed uncovered. Like, how sloppy are you fucking guys? You know what I mean? Like you're gonna fuck some chick when she's passed out, and then you're not even gonna give her the courtesy of putting her pants back on.
I don't know, bro.
What are we doing here?
Sometimes I don't know. Some girls' pants are pretty tight. Like they get them a size too small, so they have that like form fitting.
Okay,
You know those pants,
Yeah.
like the girls have to jump in them. Like,
I'm just saying. I mean,
like if she can't jump in the pants, bro, if she's knocked out.
right,
I'm
but-
just like,
but- this is fucked up stuff.
we're gonna get in trouble.
No.
Context.
I'm just saying. I'm saying there's degrees. There's degrees to this stuff. Okay. At the very top is rape. At the very top is like you're in a parking lot.
Bro, rape is rape no matter what.
Shut up. At the very top is like you're someone's walking to their car and then you attack them and
then-
fucking force yourself.
And then
on
right
them.
below it is what's his name from Stanford,
right below it, is,
trash can guy.
yeah, like passed out, like right below that.
Did Brock put her pants up?
He didn't have time. Those fucking Swedish exchange students fucking stopped him.
Dang, I thought security cam caught him.
No, it was a,
Someone found.
no, like two of these like grad students from fucking Sweden or fucking Norway or something saw him and they chased him off and they grabbed him and held him until security got there.
So she again. I don't.
The girl was passed
she
out
was
behind
passed
a
out,
fucking dumpster.
and he was drunk too, though, right?
He was drunk too, and he was like finger blasting her while she was passed out.
I thought he was banging her with his penis.
No, he didn't get that far.
He never inserted himself
I don't
in
think
her?
he did. That's
Look-
probably
Google
why he
that.
only got 6 months.
He never.
He didn't get
Interesting.
He didn't get the chance, man.
You know, okay, hold on. This
Still
just
sexual. So.
hold on.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's. I want to go into this a little bit for just. And this is just. I feel like it's a point to Facebook in general and everything. I never once read an article about Brock Turner. All I heard was like the
Just
headlines and like the little like BuzzFeed videos of
Right.
like where whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so I've always felt that he was in the wrong. I still think he's in the wrong.
Right.
Whatever, right?
It just says
But until
sexually
this-
penetrated.
Until this point, up until this point, and unless you are saying it wrong, I thought that he was banging her, like actually having like with his penis.
I mean, I might be wrong, but from what I read,
But-
he was.
so if it was a finger blast, it's still rape because she was passed out, right?
yeah.
But no, hold on. But now it's making me think because I remember at that time you start thinking of like I start thinking of like all the posts that were saying like he deserved life in prison, he deserved like all these things, and it's like, okay, are those two really the same? Like, is you putting yourself on another woman if they're passed out the same? Whether it's you fondling, whether it's just you touching their boobs, or like you're fingering them, or you're actually, is that all the same thing? Should it all be like, all right, you touch someone inappropriately, no matter what, you're getting 25 years? Or is there a degree to where like 6 months? Obviously, I think it was too low, but let's just say it was a year instead, or whatever, 2 years, 3 years. Is that like?
I'm not sure I want to get into this.
But you don't have to, but like, it's making me think that. And the only reason why I'm thinking that is because the way it was portrayed on like all the websites.
In the civilized society that we live in, it's not black and white. You can't make it all black and white because there's the alcohol factor.
Is what I'm saying does it make any sense?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like you can't you're saying that is it right to treat Johnny who stalked some chick in the parking garage and fucking forced himself on her in the like while she got off of work.
He kissed her, he grabbed her ass and ran away or something, right?
No.
Or you mean like actually
like you know, like fucking Thelma and Louise.
Right, okay.
You know,
yeah, okay.
Is Johnny the same as drunk college guy fucking got on top of a drunk college girl who wasn't 100% there?
They're both bad. Let's
They're
make
both
it. Let's make
terrible.
it clear.
They're both-
I think both of them are bad.
They're both terrible, but would fucking Billy College do the same thing sober? Whereas Johnny in the parking garage did it sober. Because this is a thing that he does.
And he might have the guy in the parking garage probably has psychological issues.
People
and,
that rape like that, it's not a sexual thing either.
And Brock probably has psychological issues too. But he also could have been drunk too, and like that's and the
Well,
only
you know
reason-
what? I don't think that Brock has psychological issues. I mean, he does now because he went to fucking jail for 6 months and like his life is ruined.
No one will ever fucking look at him the same.
You know, he's gonna have to work for his dad's fucking company for the rest of his life.
Poor him, by the way.
Yeah,
Aw.
poor him. Yeah, we don't feel bad about it. But it's for me personally, I feel like the college, like the frat boy date rapist guys, that has more to do with just a lack of respect for women more than it has to do with them being sexual predators, if that makes sense. Like, it's just like that's how little
They don't know how to treat women, so
No.
they just like they treat them like how they see in the movies and shit.
Right. They're just meant to. They're fuck toys.
Right.
And that's
like because in Animal House that's what they are.
Right.
So like that's what they need to. No, we're not. You're not making an excuse for them.
Not at all.
You're not justifying their actions.
No,
I
hate frat boys
because
That's the thing
and the only reason why I said I never read any articles is because I always assumed that like, he just stumbled upon her and just did this. Like
Right.
that's honest to God. That's what I truly believed up until this point, and that's my fault for never reading into it.
the story was that
But the reason why
they were like they were at a party.
were they drunk together? Were they hanging out?
They were at a party. Well, this is
his statement.
That's his statement. The
Oh,
other
that's
the
kinda like-
witnesses was like the girl was there visiting her sister
Okay, I'll believe the witnesses,
at a
not
college
him.
party, and she got drunk, and then he came out of nowhere at the party and started dancing with her. And
Which
then,
I can believe.
And then like 10 minutes later, they disappeared together. Like, so they weren't even hanging out the whole party. It was kind of like
I don't know, because I just feel like,
I could completely believe that he saw a drunk Target and he was like, oh, this chick's gonna be easy.
and he was just as drunk,
and
and,
it
he made
wasn't-
a bad decision.
I don't know about all that. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time this happened. I got a story. When I was at UC Santa Barbara, I don't know if I told you this before. So I'm at UC Santa Barbara. Just worked out. I'm in the locker room getting changed for class, and I hear these two guys around the corner, just super loud, talking about, oh yeah, like I lost my virginity last year to this chick Samantha, and he was like, oh yeah. He's like, yeah, man, yeah, like we got super drunk and she was like passed out in my car and like we did it in the car. But he said she was passed out in the car and we did it in the car. Had no issue saying this shit. And his buddy's like, oh,
was this person Brock Turner? Was Brock Turner a transfer student?
He transferred to Stanford from UCSB. But like I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, and I almost went over and said something to him, but I was like, you know what? And I probably should have, but I was like, you know what? I'm a fucking.
You did the Brown thing. You're like, that's not my shit. I didn't hear nothing.
I'm fucking. I'm apathetic, and it was like some fucking frat boy kid who was probably like a sophomore at the time, and he was talking to his buddy, and his buddy said something about, oh, Sheila, yeah, she was so. Last time we hooked up, she was so drunk. Like this was like a commonplace thing, and. I guess my point is like they're saying it out loud. They weren't whispering it. They were saying it loud for everyone.
Locker room talk.
Yeah,
and it wasn't by the pussy talk.
It wasn't a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, and that was fucking like.
Which means which well, obviously that lends itself to all the rape statistics across the country and universities and shit like that.
Absolutely.
Whatever. But to me, I've always felt like because I've been around people who are drunk, right? And like people act differently, and I've been drunk too. But I've never. I don't know. I could feel like I can see how things can go one way where you're drunk. Maybe you make a decision you might regret on both sides.
Yeah.
And you wake up sober the next morning thinking, what the fuck? What am I?
And
you feel bad about yourself.
Right.
And but that's I feel like that's a part
fine
of
line.
that is a part of the equation, but you can't just blanket statement and say, well, that's everything. But at the same time, you can't disregard that either.
Right.
So it's like in Brock's case, that's why it's so hard to tell. He's guilty, but it's hard to tell whether, like, okay, was 6 months too little? Okay, sure. We can almost all agree that it was a little too little. But what's too much? Is 5 years too much? Should he get 10? Should he get 25? Should he never? Should he have to be registered a sex offender for the rest of his life? Like, these are things that, like, because I feel like being registered as a sex offender is the absolute worst thing.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
You can serve a day in prison, but that fucking sex offender thing forever, that's the worst. Because you're put in there with people who deserve it. Not to say he does. You know what I'm trying to say, though. Not to say that what he did wasn't bad.
What he did is not equivalent to someone that touches children,
a pedophile or whatever the fuck,
or
like,
the violent rapist.
It's just it's not. They're not the same, but you lump them all together. So it's just a weird thing. I don't know, like because you can't have
Let's just stay off that list
for sure.
Yeah.
No stealthing from me.
No
stealthing, and that's it. No stealthing.
It's just it's fucking.
I don't know why you would want to stealth.
I don't get it either.
That's the real question.
It's just
why is the guy doing that?
Like maybe you start with the stealth, and then you get caught. Like a video game, like you're on a stealth mission, like you put it in there raw, and you're just going in, and then she's like, you don't have a condom on. You're like, all right. Like,
That sounds stupid.
it is stealthing. You can just, you.
Did you give the impression that you
I don't know,
were
man. This
But-
is like some
but-
fucking
but I'm making a joke. I made a joke, just by the way, because people might think that I'm.
Dude, this shit it's fucking rough. I don't know, man.
All I know is, I don't know what I was gonna say, but we have too many babies, so keep the rubbers on. Our population is too high. Plus,
You can blame China for that.
yeah, but if you're gonna have a kid, wouldn't you want I don't know. It's just I don't see how like what the benefit would be.
You wanted to be with someone that you know. That was my point of the whole popping in people.
Right.
It's like
if shit went to the worst, like was it going to be worth it?
Because no matter, even if you guys aren't together, that person's going to be in your life for the rest of your life. Like
regardless,
you guys will always be
linked.
connected.
Exactly.
No matter what happens.
Which is why I said it had to be a special circumstance.
Right.
And then I'm talking about like if Kim Kardashian, I'm like, cool, I'll have a Kardashian baby. Like that's great. That's perfect. I'll be on the TV show. I'll do all of it. I would have no opposition to do, and I'll film it. You don't even have to talk to me. Like you can just talk to the camera. That could just be like the relate.
I would love to see Daniel and all the tabloids. Like, what the fuck was Kim thinking?
You know
who the fuck is this guy?
You know who I would. You know, okay. You know who would be my equivalent right now? Look up.
Guess what
Fuck.
picture they would put in the article? This one.
Fuck you. What's the chick's name on Christina Hendricks? Look up Christina Hendricks' husband.
Oh, they're divorced now.
They're divorced?
Yeah.
Point invalid.
No, it's not invalid because he
Christina
fucked her
what?
a long time. Christina Hendricks.
He was in I think it's 500 Days of Summer. I think it's the same guy.
Jeffrey Arendt.
My point is like you see him next to her, you're like, what the fuck? What? What do you mean?
That's a better picture of him. Let's put it. Okay.
Dude, Christina Hendricks is a fucking above
No,
10.
no. Let's put this. Let's,
Put a picture of me next to
No,
her,
no,
and
no.
you're gonna tell me that.
No. Let's put this into perspective. He was a guy that plays the super stoner on acid in Super Troopers. He doesn't even have a fucking line. He just goes nuts. And he also plays a mentally challenged person in The Ringer.
And he fucked her.
He wasn't
married her.
He wasn't the Ringer in the movie. He was supposed to be retarded. He was the only normal guy playing a retarded guy in the fucking movie.
You know the
That should
difference
just tell you
between
what he
Daniel
looks
and this
like,
guy
you know.
is this guy has style.
This guy fucks.
He fucks. He has
guy
a big
fucks.
dick.
He's got it, dude. He's got
hung.
something going on.
He is
'Cause
hung.
He didn't have a fucking career.
He
either.
actually has one leg right there.
That's all
His
he
other
does
leg
is
just has a shoe on. His
Check
dick
and
with
see
a
if he's
shoe
the
on
guy
it.
from 500 Days of Summer, because I feel like it's the same guy, but there might be another guy that looks just like him in 500 Days of Summer.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, isn't it?
It's
Fucking
his
A.
first credit.
That's where they met. That's where they fucked.
That's not where they met.
It's not. They were married. They
He-
married in
He
2009.
fucking married her before she was on Mad Men.
I would marry her
Or they were
too.
dating before,
I would-
you know.
Those boobs.
He's Mackenzie
Those-
in 500 Days of Summer.
You
Yeah,
know,
no,
those
he
boobs
plays-
are
he
good.
plays,
That means like any.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt's like best friend.
If I were to nut in Christina Hendricks, I would know that my baby would have food
I guess.
Forever.
I guess.
forever.
I don't even know where this is going. What's our time at?
135.
All right. I mean, I wanted to go into what's
What
her
are we
face.
talking
We didn't even talk about Tisha.
No, I wanted
Nah,
to get
that's-
into
that's
Tisha,
gonna
but
go,
I guess
like-
that's another
That's a
day.
special.
Fuck. I think we went fucking deep. Is there anything? You know what? Bring up Facebook. Let's do the Facebook 5, and then we'll call it a night.
Persian Gulf. No, I don't know any of these. Let's see.
Persian Gulf.
You know what?
what's-
You know.
what's-
It,
what's
Some
you know what? It
entertainment.
would have been a good time to bring in the balloon guy for the fucking
Episode
for
9
the
release
rape
date.
talk.
The balloon guy does not fucking rape, man.
I don't know. It would have been
Jeff
good to ask
Goldblum.
him.
Jurassic World sequel. Madonna biopic. These are all
It's a Madonna biopic.
Yeah.
These are fucking horseshit fucking Facebook
That's
fives,
because fucking
Does this all
Carlos
cater
has
to me?
yeah Carlos has gay ass fucking Facebook shit.
I like-
Madonna. Oh, when's Madonna's new single coming? That's what,
Uber plans to launch flying cars by 2020.
Flying cars. Wow.
what are you still on April Fool's feed? Like what is this?
That's 3 years from now.
Is
by
this the
way.
Onion?
Google targets fake news offensive search.
Yo, are you serious? Uber's trying to do like fucking flying
cars
cars,
and
yo? Nah. Uber ain't trying to do no flying cars, yo. That shit is crazy, yo.
He wants Ivanka Trump got booed in Berlin. when
You
she
know
went
why?
to a
Because that
woman's
bitch is selling shit from China, yo. Trying to say she bringing jobs back and everything. That shit is crazy.
White House rejects oversight request.
Yo,
for
Carlitos,
Flynn
tell me the
documents.
truth, Carlitos. Do you buy shit that's made in China or not?
Probably.
Probably, but do you do it on purpose? You know what
No,
I'm
I
saying?
don't.
Like, I wouldn't buy no shit that was made in China when I'm trying to say that I'm buying shit made in the USA. You know, I only buy shit from the Dominican Republic, dog, because I know that shit is legit, eh?
I thought you were Puerto Rican.
I don't fucking know. I said dog. I know I fucked it up.
How about this? Nordstrom sells jeans with fake mud on them for
No, you're.
$420.
I thought you were gonna go along with it
Oh,
and then make a joke like, "Yeah, I'm Puerto Rican."
I wasn't
but
ready.
I don't.
I
Fuck
wasn't ready.
I don't fuck with the Puerto Rican
I'm
shit.
not Rudy. I gotta work on my balloon guy.
Yeah, that's the new character, Carlos.
What is it, Rudy?
No, he's not. We're basing it off Rudy from Loveline.
So we'll wrap this up. No one's listening to it, but so the balloon guy. When we were shooting our fucking feature that's never gonna get fucking finished, we cast like
A Puerto Rican guy.
This Puerto Rican guy came in. He auditioned. The only reason why he auditioned was because my LA casting is under Puerto Risky Productions that my sister made up because they was just connected, and I didn't want to make a new LA casting.
So he's like, oh, a Puerto Rican guy.
He's like, oh shit, Puerto Risky. Oh, these guys Puerto Rican, and he's from New York. And his name, I don't even remember his name, but the guy came in. He improv'd, and he was terrible, but he was such a character himself that we were like,
fuck it. On the day of, we'll just figure
I was like, I'm gonna call this guy. We're gonna make a fucking role for him. So I was like, hey, we want to cast you as this character. We send him in, and then the dude.
What did he audition for?
He auditioned for one of the brothers. He
auditioned for one of the brothers?
He auditioned for one of the brothers.
That's right. We made a character for him from the audition.
The guy was from New York, and he talked hella fast, and he was like
super Puerto Rican, like New York Puerto Rican.
He was like, "Yo, oh my God, what's up, Papo? You my Papo? Yeah, I'm Boricua too, from Queens."
Faster than that too. Like he can't even talk that fast. It was fast.
Wait, dude was on. I think he was on. Like he was a dope.
He was
fiend
on
too.
something.
Yeah, he was on something, but he was like, "Yeah, though, yo, nah, yeah, bro. Like, no, like, I love this part. I would be great at this part.
Yep.
This would be like,
and then Spanglish too.
yeah, and then like it's like, coño, this shit is hot, yo.
In the audition,
he's like,
we're laughing at him because like he clearly is not going to get the role.
He's like, he's playing with the girl, and he's like, yo, like you're mad pretty, yo, but this shit just like, you know, I'm trying to kidnap you right now, so I can't have you looking at me like that, yo.
Dude, I remember that. So the we didn't give sides, we just gave a scenario. Two brothers are holding a girl hostage, and they need to improv in a funny, like, here are the beats. We gave them story beats, and then like they could do whatever they want to get to them.
Because she's super fucking bitchy. Like she like cuts them to shreds. That was the point.
She was like
she was tougher than both
lethal with her tongue.
Yeah.
She would, and so people would just throw all these different angles, and his angle was to be Puerto Rican, I guess. And so
New Rican, to be clear.
Yeah, and so he was just
a different breed of Puerto Rican.
I totally forgot about that.
Pretty though.
So he was so fucking funny.
Dude, I wish we had those audition videos.
I wrote a part, and I sent it to the guy, and he was like, "Oh, it's only 3 pages," and I was like,
"Nigga, it's 3 pages on a feature."
I told him in the email, I said, "I fucking wrote a part for you." And he's like, "Oh, well, I don't know if I can make that, but thanks for the offer." And I was like, "Fuck!" And then we liked it. So I ended up playing him. I did my best impersonation of him.
He's the balloon guy.
The balloon guy. So yeah,
it's fucking funny. I still think it's funny.
I was selling balloons at the park. I don't know.
So I had the idea of bringing a guy, like having him be on there. I don't know what his name is though. I don't even know he doesn't even have a name. He's just the balloon guy.
He's just the balloon guy.
It's just some random balloon guy that comes into the scene at the end of the movie.
He's dressed like Gian is all the time.
He was wearing whatever Gian was wearing that day. It was just a gray tee, I think.
Yeah.
No, I was wearing a polo shirt, and then I borrowed Andrew's friend's beanie.
Oh yeah, and you had you're addicted to paint markers.
Oh,
huffing
paint.
Huffing.
I was huffing paint. I was a paint huffer.
Coño, that's what you did. But so yeah, that do you remember the fucking old dude?
No. Oh,
who was like,
the Middle Eastern guy?
No, the old white guy who gave us the Mickey Mantle line.
Oh yeah. Say hello to my friend Mickey. Mr. Mantle. Say hello to my friend Mr. Mantle.
He said something about tea, like I'm all out of tea and milk. Where's the milk and cookie? I forgot. I have to look it up. I have the video somewhere. It's fucking the audition was great. I almost feel like you could make a TV series around auditions
about
like just a web series about trying to cast a movie and
just people embarrassing themselves in auditions.
Yep. But anyway, I guess there's no important because Carlos's Facebook feed sucks. So
Facebook 5 was a failure.
It was
Facebook 5 failure.
Just go on Yahoo News. Let's just see the top. Just see if there's
Jeb Bush and Derek Jeter about the Marlins.
Yeah, they fucking suck. So
Dick Cheney bought the Marlins?
No, Jed Bush
and Derek Jeter.
Oh, Jeter's in on it?
Yeah.
And Jeb.
The fuck is Jeter on?
Well, Jeter's been wanting to buy
Jeter,
a team.
what are you doing, bruh?
I don't know why you'd want to buy the Marlins.
Oh, you know what we could kind of talk about? I made a
Yahoo News.
I made a Facebook post about it that nobody really responded to.
Just type in Yahoo News.
Or maybe
like
it was
Yahoo.com.
Maybe it was a
Just go to
tweet.
Yahoo.com.
I don't know, but when Carmelo got popped for getting some chick pregnant, I question, like, why, if you are a famous athlete, why would you get fucking married while you're in the middle of your career?
Why, if you were a famous athlete, would you go back to the same old busted ass hoes when you can get whoever you want?
Who's busted though? Did you see the person who got pregnant? She's not busted.
I'm not referring
looks
to.
better
I'm not.
than his
I'm not.
fucking wife.
I'm not referring to. I'm not referring to Carmelo. I'm actually referring to. What's the dude's name from the Lakers? He cheated on. He cheated on what's her name? The white chick. The.
Nick Young?
Yeah, with his
Swaggy P?
Yeah, Swaggy. With his fuck. Yeah,
Fellow
he cheated on Iggy with like.
Fellow Trojan?
Iggy's a Trojan.
No, Swaggy P's.
I was like, what?
Someone take his USC
All right.
card.
All right, so I'm gonna put this out there. Number one, what's her name?
Iggy Azalea.
Iggy Azalea is busted as fuck. All right, she's
She does-
always been busted.
She doesn't look. She looks better than the baby mama.
I don't know who. That's not why they broke up. They broke up because fucking D'Angelo Russell like Snapchatted
Because
him
he's a
saying
snitch.
that
Because
shit,
he's a snitch.
snitched.
That's why.
Fucking snitch of 2016. D'Angelo Russell.
Where is he now?
Snitching.
He's underachieving for the Lakers. That's what he's doing.
Snitching.
Kiana Green. That was a girl.
Snitching.
But if this is a girl he went to high school with, maybe it was a girl
It was.
he could never like get in high school, and then he finally had a chance and he dug her out, and that's okay.
Yeah.
These things happen, man.
No, I've been in that
These
situation.
things happen. You have never been in that situation.
I have.
But every girl's been busted regardless. Like before, you had a crush on
There's
them
degrees
when
of
they were
bust.
busted.
I don't know what that means. You're just insulting me, but I know what you're saying. Like, it doesn't matter how big you get because you still have that like, yeah, that chick in
It was
fucking
his ex.
that
right?
chick in college, like what I would do, whatever. And you might be a fucking multi-millionaire, but then you get the shot, and she might not have looked amazing. She might not look amazing now, but
But
like,
you had
it's
to
that
make up for that fantasy you had. You had that dream.
No, I'm saying I understand what I get it,
but what I'm saying is.
but I'm not that guy.
Okay.
I'm not Swaggy P.
But that's not my
I'm
point.
sure
My-
Swaggy
my-
P could pull any chick at any point.
Nah, not really, because he's a garbage ass basketball player. He ain't even good. Nobody gives a shit about that dude.
I don't know.
Nobody gives
There's
a
some
shit
people
about
who
that
like
guy.
him.
Yeah, busted ass Iggy Azalea.
I'm talking about like fans.
Well,
Like
I'm
the
sure
Laker
someone will want to
organization.
catch the pipe from a fucking basketball player just to say they caught the pipe, like And the guy's still worth a couple $1 million. So if you get pregnant by him, like, there's girls out there looking to get pregnant.
He's
by
famous for
athletes.
this
is the
meme.
best thing he's offered to us. This meme.
If he didn't have this meme, then he would be
That's
irrelevant
not
to
Swaggy
me.
P. That's Nick Cannon.
No, it's not.
Nick
That's
Cannon?
Nick Young.
That's not Nick Young.
Yes, it is.
Is that Nick Young?
Yes.
That's not Nick Young.
Yes, it
Nick
It is
Young.
Nick Young.
I don't think that's Nick Young.
He's like his mom's talking to him or something.
Bring up another Nick Young. Is that Nick?
Dude, show him the video. It's Nick Young. You thought it was Nick Cannon?
I thought that was Nick Cannon.
Wrong, Nick.
Nah, that's Nick Young, dude. He looks a little bit light skin on this photo though. That's him.
Give me a side by side of Nick Cannon and Nick Young, because I feel like there's a.
Nick Cannon is black as fuck and looks nothing like Nick Young.
I don't think Nick Cannon is as black as you think he is.
Okay, they kind of look similar, but that's not.
Nah, you can't confuse. That's Wild and Out or whatever. That's what's he famous for?
That fucking blurry ass picture that everybody uses. It's never a clear picture. It's blurry as
That's
fuck.
because the videos just search the damn
I don't give
video.
a fuck. All I'm saying is that blurry. I thought this whole time that was Nick Cannon.
Well, that's because you're dumb.
That fucking blurry ass picture.
You're dumb.
There it is. That's him. He was confused about some Drake. That's not Nick Cannon.
It's Nick Young. That's the best. That's his best contribution to the world.
To society.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, fucking A.
Because I've used that face.
I learned something
like,
new.
a few times.
That's why I did that.
I learned something new.
Nick Young right now.
That's like when you
All
could
I
have
know
used
is
that.
I want a side by side of Nick Cannon, Nick Young, and Michael B. Jordan. They're fucking.
they just all happen to
Never
be
seen them in the
black.
same photo before.
They've never seen all three of them in the same photo before.
You think Michael B. Jordan looks like Nick
He
Cannon?
does.
Yep, he does a little bit. If you told them they were brothers, you'd buy it. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, no,
maybe.
but you also have a fucking hard on for Michael B. Jordan too, so of course you're gonna fucking defend him.
I'm sorry, he's a good actor.
Dude,
He's a mediocre.
he looks
Pill.
more like Nick Cannon than Nick Young.
I can see Michael B. Jordan and him being brothers, yes, but not Nick Young and Nick Cannon.
That fucking picture of Nick Young, and it's super blurry ass.
Yeah, that could be that.
Wait.
Nick Cannon could be Michael B. Jordan when he's older.
Got you.
Take a screenshot of this so you can send me this. But for sure,
Throw that fucking meme picture up too. I need that meme picture next to it.
This is so stupid.
Either way, what like
Too blurry.
if you're fucking famous, that's why I got confused because it's blurry as fuck.
Nah, look, you can tell right there. Screenshot it.
Who's it?
What the fuck? Yeah, that's exactly.
They all smile the same.
You should. If you covered
They
their
all got
faces.
that. They got that black guy smile.
Oh, they totally do. All of them. That's funny. That's really racist. We're that's fucked up.
Anyways, back to the point. If you were a fucking super famous athlete, you know your career is finite. Would you get married while in the middle of your career? Like,
No.
what would it take for you to get married?
I don't know. Maybe I would.
Why?
If he loved her.
Yeah. Because okay, look. Let me put it this way. Kobe Bryant. I think Kobe Bryant has a very attractive wife, right?
Uh-huh.
So, at some point,
He fucked some chick in Colorado in the ass while he was married to her. Next point.
he's also Kobe Bryant. I
Okay.
get what you're saying. Hold on. So
Cheater.
So then hold on. So you're gonna say so in this hypothetical scenario, I'm a fucking top tier player then.
Yeah, sure.
Oh no. It matters. Because to me, Carmelo's a top tier player. Even if he's not playing like one, he still will always be that prospect.
He's top 25
Right.
now. We'll say just top 25 NBA.
So he'll always be a top player, even though he might not be performing as good as he used to, right? But if you're talking about some fucking low second team player on some shitty ass team, and I come across someone like Kobe Bryant's wife, and we're going out and having fun, why not? But if you're someone to the stature of like Kobe Bryant, where you could pull, or Carmelo, and you could pull as many chicks as you want, and that is your game. Like your intent is to just go out and be young and like fool around. Because it just and it depends
I
on where
think
you're
that-
from and like how you grew up and
I
whatever.
think that the
Like
stars, like even the 12th man on the team is still getting plenty of tail thrown.
well,
at
sure,
him.
because he's still hanging out with LeBron James,
Well, he's still an NBA player.
and but I'm just saying, like the
I mean,
shittiest
there's
player
so-
on the Cavs.
If I'm a woman, I want to get pregnant by a fucking NBA player. I personally think that basketball players are the best athletes in any sport.
Why? Because they can bust all the money on you real quick.
What? No. Hear me out. NBA players, agree or disagree, the best athletes of any sport play basketball.
Are you asking? Is it rhetorical?
I'm asking you. Do you agree with me?
No, soccer.
Get the fuck out of
question?
here.
Is
They're the best
play-
athletes.
The best athletes do not play soccer.
I mean,
play
they're pretty
football. No,
athletic.
they don't play basketball. They play basketball.
They play basketball because they have to run, they have to jump, have to run fast, have to jump high.
Physical.
They have to be physically strong.
And
I don't know,
skilled.
but the reason why I throw soccer up there is because they have to fucking run for the whole fucking.
That's
duration.
endurance. That's not athleticism.
Well, maybe as a
now-
fat guy.
Now
But no,
fucking
I mean,
now your cyclist could be the
it's
best.
it's
athletes
okay.
out there.
Like so, I will. Yeah, but I also like.
They're tall. They're fast. They're strong.
Well,
That is the ultimate physical specimen. If I'm a woman, I want that
Yes,
inside
and
me.
th-
I
and
want
that's-
my kids to be big, fucking fast, and strong.
and that's why a lot of basketball players are black people.
We've already discussed that.
We
That's a
have.
that's a completely different fucking argument in itself. But
Someone got fired for saying that on ABC.
right.
Wait, there's a black guy in there.
Well,
Whatever.
let's not
I know,
prevent
I'm
ourselves
not.
from getting hired.
Let's fire you
Oh.
from
No,
nothing.
I mean, sure, but I also think baseball players are athletic too. Not every single one, but you
Hey,
can't
dude.
you can't throw out a Mike Trout.
And baseball players fucking pull. But
They're
I'm
the
saying on the
most-
level of athleticism, basketball players are the most athletic. Just pure athleticism. I'm not talking
Not
skill.
skills.
I'm talking physical
Sure.
attributes.
Sure, and then some football players too, but then it depends on what you're
Some,
doing.
not
Depends
all
on
of
what
them.
if you're a big fucking dude.
If you're a lineman and you're still helping the
But see,
athlete as a
even
lineman.
then though, like
They even
how
call
many
them-
of those big fucking linemen can run like whatever, like a 100-yard
Hey,
dash or
okay,
whatever, and like
regardless, but I
what
mean,
are those
just,
things? You know,
if
those
you're a pro athlete, you're obviously like physically
Talented.
you're superior to an
me.
average man, to the average person. You know, way superior to you because you're like below average.
all right, I'll agree with you.
Uh,
All right,
um,
I see your point. What
you
about
know,
hockey
like
players?
right
no
now,
hockey because they just
If
skate.
I want, I mean, some of them too. There's hockey players that the only reason why they're playing hockey is because they're born in Canada. There's some fucking 6'5", 240-pound guys playing hockey. That the only reason why they play hockey is because they grew up in Canada.
What about rugby players?
No, rugby players. That's a shit sport. sport.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. People like rugby.
Yeah.
What about MMA stars? Would those count as like
I feel
athletes?
like MMA stars are starting to catch up, but they're not on the
Not stars, but like MMA people in general. Would
Uh,
they be considered athletes to
They're
you?
athletes, but they're not on the same level.
Why? Because they can't shoot a basketball?
Though they don't have the physical. Okay, if you had the choice to throw a ball or get punched in the face, and you knew you would make 20 times as much throwing the ball
More than that.
than you would getting punched in the face,
More
which
than
job are
that.
you gonna pick?
I think like the starting. What's the baseline
You
of
wanna get punched in
what's
the
the
face,
MLB base salary? Like what's the low?
I think it's $180,000.
I think it's
The
500,000.
minute- the-
No, for the rookies, I think it's 180. Well, it used to be 180.
I'm talking about MLB, not
Yeah, MLB. I'm the same rookies. Like if you're on your rookie contract, they're making less than $500,000 a year. They're not making. I think if you're a veteran,
507,000.
is that for a veteran though? Because there's different
No,
contracts.
minimum
It's the minimum.
salary is 507,000.
Oh, fucking A. Would you rather get that or get
Oh,
paid
for sure.
$5,000 a fight to get punched in the face?
For sure. Because not everyone's Conor McGregor.
Right.
Not. I mean, if you were Conor
But
McGregor,
Conor McGregor was fighting for shit money before he became Conor McGregor.
but he was Conor McGregor though,
He's also Irish.
right?
What do they play in Ireland? They don't even play soccer there.
It's higher now. This
I just
year.
went there.
535.
535,000. I'm just saying, Conor McGregor was always Conor McGregor, even though he knew he could fight well at like that. He knew
Right.
that was his.
I mean, he's got other shit going on.
So it's like if I knew I was good at playing, I don't know, whatever, basketball, I'm probably gonna go there.
I went to Ireland. They don't have any fucking sport that's like super big. They play rugby there.
They play golf, don't they?
They have like Gaelic soccer.
Golf.
I mean, there's a golfer, yeah, but
Didn't
you have
they
to be
invent
rich.
golf?
You have to be rich to play golf.
Didn't they
The
invent
Scottish-
golf?
The Scottish say they invented
Oh,
golf.
my bad.
But you have to be rich to play golf. Poor people don't play golf. You know.
They eat haggis. Did you have that?
No, of course not. That's also Scottish.
Oh, fuck.
Um,
Well,
But what my point is, like this has been studied before. Like before, the best athletes in the world used to be boxers. Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, because boxing paid more than basketball, football, baseball did. But now that the sports have passed boxing in payment, you don't have the same kind of athletes that you used to have before because they're like, why should I get punched in the face when I can do this and get paid this much money?
true.
You know, and that's changed.
I
So
mean-
that's why MMA doesn't have the
Look at Bartolo Colon.
Bartolo.
He's making a lot of money, and he doesn't look.
Baseball's that one weird.
Bartolo also has a fucking second wife too. He has a side chick.
Yeah, dude.
Our
They all
Lord
do.
and Savior.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I'd wait till I'd do what Derek Jeter did. Wait until he got retired, then he married somebody.
Would you? Oh,
And
what's,
Derek Jeter.
it's probably a stupid
Derek
question to
Jeter
ask
was
you.
the ultimate fucking stick man.
I probably shouldn't ask.
Derek Cheater.
Would you go ahead, spit it out?
Well, a few months ago, you might be able to answer this, but so would you bust a? I was gonna say Alex Rodriguez, but a Robert Rodriguez. So, are you familiar with his story, with his like personal love life?
What did he like? Was he married to like some like
So
average
he-
chick for years and then he left her once he got big?
For Rose, not when he got big, which is he was big, and on Death Proof. No, what's the movie he did with Tarantino? Planet Terror.
Yeah.
He cheated on her with Rose McGowan, and then they got together. They got divorced, and then they got together. Rose and him got together. Then that didn't end well because it didn't matter. Like,
Right.
but like,
that's just like shady. Like that just means you let it get to your head too much. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I don't know, because then it's
I
like,
feel like women.
but then you don't know
or
their
groupies
situation
or
either.
whatever.
You don't know their
No,
situation
we don't.
either.
No,
Because they could have been married early,
and
he
they
always
been happy.
and always wanted to be
Yeah.
out, and then like he never grew
I mean,
up
I guess
or
George
whatever.
Lopez did that. Like he got
Oh, when he took her kidney or whatever, he took her
he
something.
took his wife's kidney and then divorced her like a month later or something. Like
Is it our place to judge though?
I
On
mean,
any of these situations?
we could judge a little bit. We
Well, we can judge all we want, but
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you had the power to like make it universal, where you could set a standard, would you do it, or would you just let people be themselves?
set a standard.
Yeah, like, if you're, you know, how do I say it? If you could influence, not standard, you're right, that's not a good word, but if you could influence society, like if what you said influenced them and they'd kind of want to do it your way, would you choose to like say, hey, you shouldn't do what Robert Rodriguez do, or you shouldn't do what George Lopez does. You should just, if you're married, you should stay married, or if you don't want to be married, don't get married at all. Or would you kind of just let it how it is now, and kind of let people find their own way? I don't know if it's a good question.
I would just let people find their own way and then talk shit about them.
Because some people, like abortion, it's pro-life, it's pro-choice, it's not both. Like, you can't like say, you know what, just let it live. If they whatever they want, it's either you're fucking against baby killings or you're not.
I don't live in a black and white world like that, and I feel like I don't think it's good for society to do so. But that being said, I don't know. I guess that's gonna be it. We went pretty fucking long.
Almost 2 hours.
dngtalk.com. You know the drill. If you made it this far, thank you. If you quit, fuck you, because you won't know that we just.
I don't know. We might get shut down after this. We might not have a show anymore.
I don't think we went that crazy.
Well, I did kind of say like you can't jump into rape pants or something. I said something about that.
We
Like,
made a joke. It was in poor taste, but it's still a joke. Anyways, we're out.
If that's still recording.